Spider.
Hello.
Hello.
Good
Hello.
evening.
Hi, hi.
How are you all today?
I am good.
Good.
Busy.
Sound like Fairtro for
Busy.
a second.
Busy man. Stuff things excite.
Me too.
Stuff, things excite. I am also
Yes.
excited. I am making a poll. I'm causing problems. It's fine.
What?
Explain yourself.
I'm making bets. You see it. I'm making
Bets?
bets as to how many AA students we're putting in the cells before the end of the year. That's all.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I'm going with.
Oh.
Sorry, before the end of the year.
Before the end of the year, yeah.
Okay, do
Are
we
we
count
counting
in
this
an
year?
entirety
No,
of the
no. We're
squad?
counting from the start of this new part to when we come back on break to the end of the
Okay.
year.
We have
so my
entirely
question
new
is-
students. It's gonna be
Are-
like 12.
If there's like another like crystal thorn thing where they all get like, do we count like an entire squad being arrested as one arrest, or do we
No,
count every
separate.
individual cadet? Okay, I'm going with 42. So 42 separate arrests.
Ah, yes, the meaning of life is to go to jail.
Wait, 42 isn't that all of the student body?
Oh, so are you talking about how many cadets or how many like individual times they get thrown in?
I mean, like, no, I'm saying like how many times are we gonna have to use a cell for each cadet? So like
42.
42. Okay. Yeah.
And you know what? I will fluff that
Uh.
number if I have to make that bet.
Uh-huh.
How many teachers are there?
Hello.
Some people
Hello,
will be in there
everyone.
multiple times.
Maybe
exactly.
it'll be like
Mhm.
50 if you include the teachers.
We're not, well, hopefully. You know, we did have that issue with one teacher this year. That's fair. But don't worry, it's fine. I don't. So it's fine. Welcome back to the Crystal Isles. This is session 3. It's been a minute, but we're all back and dandy, and it's great. And I'm gonna give a little description of what we've been done so far, so that players and audience and myself alike can understand what the fuck happened last time on the Crystal Isles.
Heinz, thank you for the 7 months. Thank you.
So, yippee! So last time on the Crystal Isles, let me look my notes. Let me just double check so I don't forget stuff, things and stuff. All right. So last time on the Crystal Isles,
Ooh.
the party was celebrating the Festival of Fates. I think that's what I called it. As I check my notes. Totally, yes, that. Yes, I was right. The Festival of Fates in Green Coast Harbor, the home of our lovely player characters here. they ate, festive, had merry, met some cool individuals and some not so cool individuals, and were picked out of the crowd as something called the Fated. This led to an altercation with some people that some maybe they're good, maybe they're bad. Some of them are pirates. We're not sure. And led into the party deciding to leave the city to keep the rest of the town safe, or the town, town safe, and to find out more about themselves. They have chartered a local fisherman's boat, and have decided to have chartered that to go to the town of Veniport, I think I called it. Let me double check. No, they are going to Willow's Rest. I'm sorry, my mistake. Willow's Rest is, if I put my little hand here, is that little green dot in the map. And wait, am I moving the entire map? Oops.
Yes, you are.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do shit. It's fine. Why am I? It's because I'm in that view. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so they are on their way to the city of Willow's Rest, where they hope to go to the ruins there to learn more about what being a Fated actually means. For some people, this is their first time on the boats, and we'll have some adventures. Adventures await. Before we get started, I am going to do a quick roll, not quick roll. I'm going to read a little something about the lore. Lore! And this is lore that the players have, but I want the, Oh, yeah, you're right, shit.
Don't worry about that. I need to do this so I don't die.
Yeah. I get you. Alright, now, this is the creation and religion, the creation myth, essentially, of the Crystal Isles. They are tales of old gods and spirits, but the main three that are worshipped on the Crystal Isles are the mother goddess. Oh no, I can't even remember the name. Zena. Yeah. Oh, why are you not showing up? I am sorry. Show up. There you go. Mother goddess Zena and her sons Magisi and Athelion. It is said that Zena created a single island, and her sons to help her rule it. However, during one of their sibling conflicts, the brothers accidentally split the continent into its three main islands and the surrounding small islands. There are many stories of the siblings arguing and their mother helping to bring them back into balance. Some say that a hurricane is merely the sons fighting, and the rainbow appears when their mother helps them resolve their differences. Zena is the goddess of balance. She defends the balance of life and death, and is often associated with rainbows, nature, and motherhood. She has a few tenets. We don't worry about that. Magisi is the god of the sea, and chaos. He defends the sea and brings chaos. Athelion is the god of air and order. He defends the skies and maintains order. Yeah.
Can you post their names so I can have their correct spellings?
They are in the handout.
Oh, fantastic!
Yes. There's also another handout that I want you to take a look at. Because it's very relevant to the current situation you find yourself in. If you would find the Polly's Misdeed handout, you'll find a picture that I found on the internet. It has its source on there. You can find it there.
Why does the boat have stats?
Because I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
All vehicles have stats.
All vehicles have stats, and I wasn't sure what you guys were gonna do with this boat, so I figured I'd just make sure, okay? This is just me pre-planning in case of stuff. So at this point, this is I believe I said it was a keel boat. We're using those stats, so I had to do a little funky stuff because there's not really stats for just a fisherman's boat. So I've kind of had to play loosey-goosey with them. So this is a rather large vehicle. It's got its capacity and cargo capacity. Generally, the only person that's probably going to know any of this information is Pietro because he has knowledge in these kind of vessels. And I have, yes, the stats systems and stuff just in case y'all do some fucky shit. And I have to do some roll stuff.
For the love of God, I don't want to fight
we'll
on a
see.
boat.
We really don't want to fight on a little boat. You can fight on a big boat. I totally expect that to happen at some point in these campaigns. But for now, this is the general look of the boat. It's a pretty open air deck with a little covered area, and in that covered area, there's the helm, but there's also a stairway down. And if I can, I'm going to move you guys to a very blue map. Hopefully it's not blinding blue. I hope it's not blinding blue. If so, I can change the color, but it should be okay. All the blue is water, obviously. Huh?
Nothing.
So, it's a very small boat.
Oh, this is small. Ooh.
It's very small because it's a small fisherman's boat.
Oh, cool.
How much did I pay these guys?
A lot.
Not a lot.
You paid them a lot.
I think I offered like what? Fuck, how much
I'll
did
check.
I pay them?
I'll check. I had it written down. Where are my notes?
It wasn't the whole 1,000.
It was not the whole 1,000. I'm pretty sure it was relatively cheap, actually. I think it made you guys pay less than you should have.
Oh,
100?
cool.
But that was my mistake. But it's okay.
I can't remember. Does anyone's chat remember how much I paid?
I know you took the money out of your thing. I know for sure you took the money out of your thing. So if you didn't have 1,000 gold, did you?
I sold my house for 1,000 gold.
You're right. So you did have 1,000 gold. Where are you at? So the difference of that. 1,000 gold. Wait, maybe you didn't. What the hell? You should have.
Uh-oh.
No, because you have platinum. So yeah, you use that as platinum. We had 100 platinum.
Right.
You got 100. Yeah, you got 100
Yes,
platinum.
100
So
platinum.
you did 200-ish. So 200, not 200. 20 platinum-ish. So about 200 and 2,000. 2,000, I think that's the price. Or am I getting my scales wrong?
No, so if I gave them 20 platinum, it'd be 200 gold. So I think that's right.
200 gold. So you would have been. Wait. No, you already took the money out. Because that's why you had 80. So you had 89.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Sure. Right.
Okay. Sure. I'll take money back.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you took the money out. So it was like 10 platinum. I think you gave them. So it was like 11 platinum. No, 10. I know it's in somewhere's chat. I know you took the money out already, and if
It's
not,
fine.
I will figure it out. You have a bit of platinum to play with, so I think you're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Money.
Yeah, money. I'll have to double check. I'll make that as a note so I can look at that later. I'll look it up later. Let me write that down right now. Look up the cost of fare. Wait a minute. No, hold on. I have this on a sticky note. Because I made it as a sticky note because I was trying to figure out math. This is. See, I love D&D, and I think it's mostly because I do math. That's probably not everyone's reason that they like D&D, but for me, that's a big reason. What? Zia, go away. You know what? We're gonna worry about that later. Anyway. Focusing. What in the fuck? Oh! Okay, sorry. Alright, so. But yes, you did pay the boys first because they took money. They were like, we're taking that money first.
Right.
Right. So, where was I? Right, boat. So, the boat, so this is the top deck, and this is the below decks. It's very cramped. These are little cots that you guys can sleep on. You guys can all fit. There's like barrels and stuff and stuff, but yes, and you guys are the 5 foot, so yes, you can move around in it a little bit, but there's not much space to move around in. Now then, you're going to be starting. Actually, I should ask: is there any questions about anything that people need to know before you guys want to start?
No, I'm good. Is this the day immediately following sleeping, or
this
how long have we been out of port for?
You've been out of port for a few hours. So
Hours.
it's getting dark. And I need you all to do me a favor. Everyone except Pietro. I need you to roll. Well, the other two. I need you to roll me con saves.
Oh no!
Y'all have never been on the sea before.
Oh no! Not even
You're
my
rolling for
traveler
seasickness.
Constitution
Shit.
save.
Constitution saves. Oh, crispy.
I'm a bunny.
I'll take that.
So, Korstag, you are fine. You got the stomach of you have eaten worse. But miss you,
Eat the
Chris,
sea.
Bunny, Clover. You are not having a fun time, my sweet, my lovely. You're not like puking, but you're like you're gagging. It's not nice. It's not comfy.
I
right now
haven't
for
felt
you.
like this since I was challenged to that pie contest.
Oh, baby. So that's kind of where your sentence. Pietro, you're fine. You've been on the ship before. You've done this
I'm
plenty of
having a
times.
nice snooze right now.
So you start your 3-day trip towards your first stop, which would be the large port town of Veniport. The party has been warned this is a busy port and well armed with soldiers, meaning to protect the king's goods. By the time the ship leaves the harbor in their view, the sun is setting, and the crew seems to be coming out of their tipsy stupor. Captain Robert, who is the person you first talked to about ferried this boat from, will lead you lovely folks down, or would have led you folks down to the crowded storage area, and to the equally little crowded cots, and kind of offer you guys as passengers, like we don't have much space, but yeah, you can sleep here. While the other crewmen will be sleeping upstairs or finding a place they'll find a place. They will ask for which is the other crewman that they were promised.
Crewman?
Yeah. So, actually, let me get in. Let me grab Robert. Oh, I didn't get pictures for these guys. That makes me a little sad. Okay. I didn't get pictures for them. That makes me sad. Yeah. Okay. Can I just... I know what I'll do. We're gonna make you
Placeholder
have
token?
the captain. What?
Placeholder token.
I don't have a placeholder. I mean, I can get one real quick, but I'll
Absolutely,
do that.
just like-
I'll do that while I'm doing another thing.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm just gonna grab. And you'll have seen this. Let me grab her. Heart. Wait, can I make them different colors? Oh yeah,
can.
okay, I'm gonna do that instead.
You can number them as well.
For them?
So if you have all the icons for your statuses, right? Instead of clicking them while mousing over any icon, you can click number.
Like a
So it's a
number
really
lock?
good way-
Like the number locks ones? Or
Your it's just the basic 1 to
1,
0.
2, 3 at the top?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's working for me. But it's okay. I will get them placeholder ticket tokens in a minute here. I'm just gonna get these boys set up. I'll make you orange. Okay. So, as the night is kind of getting to a night time, he's going to lead the 3 of you down into the dock, or down under below, show you where to stay, and kind of be like, all right, you guys can stay here. We'll figure out a place to sleep ourselves. Need anything, you know where to find us. It's not a big ship. Just don't touch anything. That reminds me. You, shit, I forgot your name. Did I get your name? He looks to Korstag.
Warstag.
Right. You said you had another crewman.
My friend here has experience sailing. I assume you'll have to speak to him about
Cool.
work.
See you in the morning. We'll see you upstairs. Night. Rest easy. And, she looks to the poor bunny girl. If you need to throw up, try to get topside first, okay? Trust me, it smells down here for weeks.
Is there a bucket, maybe?
Yeah, we'll get you a bucket.
Thank you.
And just she'll kind of shuffle. You'll hear a bunch of shuffling around in the in the supplies, and Forikins pops by and just here.
She holds it like it is the most precious object in her entire life.
Question: does it smell faintly of fish?
Oh no. Probably.
She's sick. The smell is strong.
Anyway, you have fun. If you need anything, come upstairs. Just zoom. And he goes upstairs. And leaves you three for the first time all alone.
Korsak's going to start doffing his armor, getting ready to sleep.
Seems that I might have volunteered you to help them. Sorry about that.
It's fine. Gets us where we need to go faster. Causes less issue.
Keeps you busy, I guess.
It'll be just like old times, I guess.
Make you less. Never mind, I'm not talking.
Oh, you're not gonna have a good time out here, are you? Oh boy.
I would rather muddle with maggot-filled mud right now.
Ugh.
Oh, look, it's not that bad. You'll eventually get used to it. You know, after a month or so.
Month?
Well, we are a bit on the run, and sailing around is going to be the best way to get to places. So, yeah, get
how
ready
long
for.
does boats take to get somewhere?
I think we're looking
Depends
at
on the
about a
boats.
week travel.
Yeah, this one will take a week or couple. But if we have to go somewhere else, then could take longer. And I don't assume we're going to just get off at this place that teaches us things, and it's gonna be like, okay, now you're done. Now just walk everywhere else.
That'll probably be unwise, yes.
When we get to port, you should probably not be seen.
I don't think any of us should be seen, probably.
I don't think I could move if I tried.
Well, I'll have to think of something to hide myself, which is hard when you've got lots of colorful feathers.
And I'm not sure how much the captain should be informed about our situation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's just taking us there to drop us off with what your agreement was, right?
Keep it brief, yes.
Yeah, so once we're
Paying him.
there, we gotta find a new way back, or wherever we're going.
Maybe we should get some. Oh no. New names.
Hmm?
These people know our names, so. Oh, the fish smell.
Well, I guess we'll just have to think of that when it comes to it. Let's be honest, if they start putting up posters for an old man, a rabbit, and a bird, we're not going to really matter what we call ourselves.
No, it won't, will it?
Unless we get really good at disguise. Do you think you could pull off a dress?
Don't really have a slim figure for it. Very barrel-chested.
That probably makes it better.
I could try. Don't have anything that will fit, though. Ah, alas.
Nothing for now. We'll crash that bridge when we get there.
Hmm.
I wish we were on a bridge.
Well. Have either of you been to this port before?
Don't believe I have. Not in my travels.
And I did not travel far from home myself. Any visit I would have taken there would have been far too long ago to remember. Well, let's try to get some sleep. How about that? And we can face tomorrow when it comes.
Sorry, I'm not gonna be a conversationalist right now.
No, you're fine.
We can't run forever. What's something you want to do when we're like super crazy cool or something?
Well, before we come up with anything like that, we're probably going to have to make sure you can fend for yourself, young lady. Maybe some sword practice. At least the basics.
I'll give it a try. I don't really have a sword. I still have the from before, I mean.
She tepidly points towards her cooking utensils.
I'll see what I can get you. Even just a branch should be fine. At least for practice.
Okay.
All right. Good night, you two.
And he'll curl up and turn over.
And I will proceed to try not to vomit while I sleep.
You succeed for a time.
Oh,
no, yeah, you will. You do. You succeed. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. I've got my tokens, by the way. And what about you, Pietro?
It'll just lean back and enjoy the rocking of the boat. He hasn't felt it in a while, and slowly drift off to sleep.
All right. And also, Bloodstone was 104 gold, so it would have been 14 plot. So yeah, you use the money. It's fine. Anyway, let me see.
114?
140 gold.
140. Understood.
Yeah. Thank you, Blood. Appreciate you. All right. You all drift to sleep. Some of you easier than others. Actually, no, all of you kind of have an easy time getting to sleep, surprisingly, with the day's drama and trauma. However, one of you in particular, I need one of you doesn't dream quite soundly. Clover. My lovely, my
Oh
darling.
no.
Here. Okay. Clover, you lull yourself to sleep, rocking the little or eventually, either clutching the bucket or putting it down, either way. But what you awaken to is not the moving vessel you fell asleep in. Instead, you wake up in a moonlit clover meadow full of flowers, specifically calla lilies. It's it's peaceful. Insects are buzzing around. And when you sit up, you see a doe. There's a plane nearby it where there are 2 fawns playing together. They're kind of oblivious to you. They don't see you. But the doe raises their eyes to you. And their eyes are unlike any deer you've ever seen or any creature you've ever seen. They're where doe's eyes are normally like a dark brown or an ember. These ones are an iridescent white, like a pearl.
So they look blind? Or something even more abstract than that?
It's more abstract. It's like they kind of change color as you move.
Oh.
They move.
Okay.
Well, like the iridescence of a pearl. You shift it in
Yeah.
the light and it starts moving. Eventually, the doe approaches you. And their eyes continue to burrow into you. And as they approach, the area around you begins to change. Suddenly, you're not in a meadow. You're in the fields of home with your parents and siblings. But the memory is fleeting. It's like a flash of memory. And you see them fade away. You see your youngest brother playing in the house. Playing with some little sticks or rocks they've gathered around to make into toys or into some kind of game. But your next memory is of them lying sick, lying hungry on the floor. Withering to nothingness in your older sister's arms. Again and again, the happy moments of your life are followed by loss. Your parents, the brother, your sister, and now the most recent, you watching as you sail away from your family, from your home. Your head pounds like thunder, and finally with a snap, you are face to face with the doe in the moonlit field again. The doe looks upon you with pity. And they finally close their eyes. And with a little nudge, touches their nose to yours. A warmth spreads over you. And suddenly you're falling through stars. Your body tingles with energy. It's warm and radiant and feels alien, like your skin is crawling, but not in an... It's uncomfortable, but it's not entirely unwelcomed, I suppose. And when you finally do wake up, it feels like you're falling. And you wake up.
Oh. Am I about to throw up? Is that what's gonna happen?
No.
Do I feel seasick?
Roll me a con save. Fuck it. Oh, no, you are surprisingly okay.
She like grabs the bucket entirely in preparation before she gives a slow blink.
Hmm.
Why do I feel fine?
At this point, you're the first to wake up, but I don't know how heavy everyone else's sleepers are.
She did yell a little bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Please don't wake up. That's it. Whew. That was a close one.
Do I still feel tingly?
Your body is kind of... It's kind of like, you know how after you've slept like wrong and your arms kind of numb? It's like the ending of that. Like it's starting to like unpins and needles. Like not quite pins and needles, but it's getting like... It's you're getting feeling back.
I have no idea.
Your
Go on.
nose is itchy though. Your little nose where you
Oh
remember is
no! That's a sign of something.
itchy.
She like touches the tip of her nose. And then
Doesn't
she
feel
glances
different.
at her hand that's a little bit tingly.
Mhm.
Did I just get married to a god? They did the nose kiss of affection. Okay, but seriously though, I don't.
She looks towards the other two. Are they having disturbing dream looking?
Like fits? No, they seem pretty comfortable. Especially Pierto, he's just fine. He's just like no change. He's living like a baby, and I guess yeah.
Are there like moths? in
Oh,
the room?
okay. You hear grumbling and maybe snoring from Korstag, I think. Hmm.
What does he got? A
Um,
bear in there?
Sorry, what did you ask before, sweetie?
Is there like moths or insects in the room?
Maybe like just a random moth floating around.
She wiggles her nose and glances down at it.
Must have just been the moth or something.
It doesn't regard you. It just kind of flutters near the little, a little like light sitting in the corner.
She wouldn't expect it to, to say anything to her.
Seasickness must have give you really weird dreams.
She curls up on the bed and waits for the other two to wake up, glancing every so often towards Korstag, who for some reason their snores makes her think of the predators of old. In this case, a literal predator of old.
Anda.
Eventually, and if you're looking around, you will see there's a sunlight peeking under the little doorway here, announcing it's kind of daylight-y.
She gives like a little tiny peeky poo outside of the window, but not like fully. She like does the SpongeBob peek. You know what I mean? Where like just her nose and her eyes fit over.
The place doesn't really have windows. It's all
okay.
kind of closed in, yeah.
Okay, never mind then. All I need to know is that it's daylight out and that someone
Yeah.
can spot me. And I'm okay with that reality never happening. I'm gonna make like a prey animal and curl up under some blankets and hope that nothing sees me.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Is Korstag sleeping in? Is he snory? Or is he an early riser?
In retirement, I'd say he likely sleeps in.
You know what? That is fair and valid.
He earned those beauty sleeps.
Mm-hmm. Well, sorry. I decided to talk as I'm putting a grape in my mouth. I should probably not do that. Okay. So, at some point, you hear, Clover, you hear footsteps kind of coming down the stairway here.
Spooky. She sits
They
up
don't seem
and she...
to be necessarily hiding themselves. Sorry, good.
That's fine. I'm grabbing my ladle anyway.
Can I kind of knock?
She'll
Hello?
slowly get up, glance over protectively at her two boys, slowly tiptoe over before she peeks through.
So you're opening the door.
Only a peek, but yes.
And you'll see Captain Robert. And he'll just kind of regard you. Is your crewmate coming in?
Oh, I could wake him, I guess. He's still sleeping.
Aye. We got work to do. And you'll...
She'll she won't touch him directly, but she will push the ladle over. She doesn't know if he's got some kind of crazy fighting instinct or whatever. She knows what happens when you wake her older sister, and usually it ends up with a broken arm. So she's gonna gently poke him with the handle end of the ladle.
He will turn to look at her and just kind of wipe his eyes. Oh, okay, it's you. Where are my goggles? And you'll reach into his bag to pull out his goggles and put them on his face again. Adjust them. All right.
Sorry, I would have been happy to let you sleep in, but, the captain told me to get you.
No, it's time to work whenever a captain says, get to working. So that's what I'll do. Let me just...
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I don't really know how to do ship stuff, but...
I think first focus on keeping your lunch in you, and...
I actually feel a little bit better today.
Oh, well, good. Maybe you're getting it down. Well, I can show you around a couple of ropes in a little bit, but first let me just make sure this thing's going and they're not gonna throw me overboard.
What do we do if hypothetically that happens?
Grab a plank of wood or anything that is floats and hope the current takes you to shore.
Her ears point straight up and her tail is wiggling.
Don't get thrown over. Please.
It wouldn't be the first time. Don't worry about it.
What do you mean?
He does not explain further and heads up top.
Yes.
These boys have got to kill me.
I stay and watch over the sleepy boy.
Mm-hmm. I want to believe half of this is just Emo actually eating, and these are the sounds he's making. Cheating. Anyway. All right. So, you, my dear, we'll follow you, Pietro. You pop in or pop up, and you see it's it's a bit like cloudy actually. The clouds are a bit dark, and the water's a little choppy. But don't like there's a little bit of rainfall in the air. But it's not disastrous, especially considering you're so close to shore. It's not like go to shore kind of weather. But there's a chill in the air. Once on the boat, you will see the lovely Captain Robert here, and he's kind of looking over a few things, making sure the ropes are tied right, and making sure the ship's kind of sailing correctly. You'll also see let me get their descriptions exactly. I had fun making their descriptions. At the very bow of the boat, checking on some rigging there, you will see a tabaxi. She's a dark gray striped with black fur kind of tabaxi. Yes, I just made a cat. Don't at me. Medium height, medium build, with gray eyes, and she looks to be maybe mid-20s. She's just
I actually made a picture of a cat.
Look, I pulled what I could, okay? And Robert, he introduces her as Twin Tails. The gentleman to your left here, he is introduced as God, I knew how to say his name because I made a funny fucking name. Oh, fuck. Okay. Rewil Burrow. And he, you see, is a lovely little halfling. A jolly little halfling man. He seems to be rather young. Obviously, he's very short. He is a bit chunky. He's a chunky lad. He's like a sturdy, chunky lad. He's got some curly silver hair and suntanned skin. You can see he's probably worked on ships pretty often, given how sunburnt this poor man is. The captain for himself, he is a human, with that looks about 30 in age, but rather skinny, more skin and pale than you would think, with long red wavy hair. And I will describe that as whenever. But he kind of looks to you and looks you up and down. Is like, so, you ever actually been on a ship before?
Yes, for a good portion of my life, I have.
Good. All right. Well, he'll introduce you to the crew, which is Twin Tails over there and Rewil over here. You can call him Burrow. You can call him whatever. I call him asshole. I heard that. You're supposed to. And actually, kind of looking closer, you'll see he's got a bit of Rewil is kind of like a little bit of a cross-eyed. It's just kind of looking a little just generally aggravated at the world. And anyway, Robert kind of, says, well, welcome to the Polly's Misdeed. It's not much to shake on it. It's not a great big galleon or man of war, but she does in a pinch. And he'll start showing you around, kind of, where, you have 2 masts here, the helms here, rigging to the side, anchor, like a kind of a rudimentary anchor over in the back. As well as kind of show you downstairs. Eventually, I'll take you downstairs to kind of show you where like extra supplies, like netting and stuff. You understand that this is a fishing vessel. It's a large one. It's a pretty good sized one. But generally, this is like out for day trips. And they don't take it out into sea. He said specifically, like, yeah, if we took this out to sea, it crashed. It did break down in minutes. Because of the choppier waters. Yeah. And he'll put you to work with the crew as you wish. And if you wish to ask them any questions, you may, or interact with them, you may. And he'll be like, all right.
Yeah, you'll work at things, just pulling ropes on the mast to make sure it's going the right way for the wind. At his orders.
Yeah. And like I said, so a little bit choppy in the wind, but it's nothing. You've sailed through worse. Yeah. And Twin Tails will regard you like pretty kindly. The rest of the crew will regard you pretty well. They'll just be relatively friendly. They're sailors. They're doing a job. It's whatever. What else? Although breathing and walking next to Twin Tails, you get a whiff of what smells like last night's alcohol, but it doesn't just smell like last night's. It smells like she's been sleeping in a ditch for the last few nights and has not bathed in quite some time. So, there's that. A true sailor's life.
So, what brought you upon this crew, ma'am?
It's a job, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, a job's a job, but reasons for getting a job.
Stop, Chrissy.
Ship it.
Stop. I swear to God. Anyway, okay, so when she kind of shrugs and is like, it's just, well, it was either that or run a field, so I chose this. I like it better.
You and me both. Good choice.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily a fan of this storm. She looks up and she kind of doesn't shiver, but just kind of like, kind of like a mock shiver, I guess. It's like, hope we don't get too cold.
Don't think it'll be too bad. The water's a bit choppy, but I don't see a storm brewing or anything. At least not now.
Let's hope it stays that way. Else we're gonna have to dock. What's your name again?
Name's Pete. I'm
all right. Nice to meet you, Pete.
Yeah. You are
Twin Tails. Just call me Twins. Or
nice to meet you, Twins.
Nice to meet you too. I don't listen to anything the short one says. He's a damn liar. I haven't said shit to you all day. My, it's been the best fucking voyage we've had so far.
What do you have to lie about over there?
Grumbles. Nothing! I ain't done shit today! I ain't done shit this week. He just been shit-faced. He grumbles and groans. He's kind of pulling like some ropes tight.
Nothing wrong with a bit of alcohol and a little fun now and then.
Hey.
I
Anyway.
mean, from the smell you have, gather you're partaking as well, or at least were.
She's like, smell. She kind of lifts her arm and just like sniffs. I'm like, well, I mean, we did get kind of pulled out of the festivities for whatever fucking reason, whatever urgent reason. The captain wanted us there. Guess you're it.
Yeah,
Hey, you wanted the money, didn't you? Yeah. I just hope you brought enough water this time. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're gonna stop at Veniport anyway. It'll be a minute. We'll be fine. What takes you that far north, Twin? Looks to you. What takes you that far north, anyway?
Got a tip that someone there can help us out with some things. We're a little uneducated and seeking some knowledge there.
Alright. Well, I hope you find it. You definitely weren't going to find it in Green Harbor, or Green Coast. It's a nice place, but it's not exactly for the, brilliant-minded. I know, we know, we live there.
Well, I'd only been visiting before, we had to ship off.
Again, it's a nice enough port, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a big ship, or maybe I'll get chartered onto one of the streets in Veniport, or one of the other ships in Veniport. Then I could leave this one. She says distinctly loudly as she's like looking over towards Robert. It's like, am I hearing mutiny on it? It's like, no, never. Don't know what you're talking about. Just me doing my duty, sir.
Of course. Well, what can you tell me about Veniport? I don't believe I've been there. Or at least if I have, I was probably too drunk to remember.
Yeah. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big port, actually. It's good to sell at. Well, not so good to buy. It's expensive there. But safe enough. Mostly because the King's men are patrolling around, making sure no one steals from the king, kind of thing, you know? But as long as you got your papers, you're fine.
So King's men are there. Well, that's good for protection.
Aye, just annoying. What are we gonna do? It's a good place to sell. And it has some luxuries we don't exactly have in Green Coast.
Yeah, I can imagine. What kind do you see people buying there? Or I guess whatever you buy there.
It's less of the actual physical luxuries and more of the entertainment aspects. They have a hell of a gambling house, Robert shouts from the side. Yeah, you would know. Ray will responds. It's like, I've seen you fucking pissed drunk there and begging for more every time we go over there. It's like, but I have money every time I go there. And Robert kind of retorts back.
Well, you don't exactly lose at gambling if you have a good time spending your money.
Exactly. This man knows. This man knows what it is to be a gambler. Aye.
Oh.
Hopefully he doesn't know as much as you do.
No, I think I might have a bit better luck. I know when I need to leave to, save my coin purse.
Well, if you're looking to lose a bit of... Robert kind of turns over. Well, if you're looking to lose a bit of coin, I'm more than willing to play with you. Yeah, while we're just hanging around on the ship.
We'll see. It will be quite a long journey. I'm sure my other companion is willing to gamble as well. Played a couple of dice with him before we left.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a few days, so it's gonna be a bit. But hopefully the weather will be well, and we'll be to your location in about 5 days. Right. He's gonna go back to what he's doing. Suddenly less interested now that they're not talking about making money.
Well, what other entertainment is there aside from gambling dens?
Well, if you're Raywell the halfling, kind of perks up. Well, if you're looking for more company, I could say, there's also that as well. They have some pretty girls, pretty half orc girls. Yes, and he has to always pay them to get to know them. Look, they're businesswomen. I'm a businessman. It works out. And the twin just kind of rolls her eyes. There's also taverns. There's also I guess not much else. I've never really explored much. I suppose there's shopping, but again, it's pretty expensive there. You don't really go to Veniport unless you have money to spend. Which usually these gents really don't, but here they are. Wow.
I'll thank my friend for that since he's paying, so I hope while you're there you all have a good time spending what we gave you.
Aye, maybe I'll be able to win some more from your friend, says Robert. Kind of chuckles to himself.
We'll see. I think he's still just enjoying a nice long snooze. He's surprisingly heavy sleeper.
Aye, well. He seems like an older man, so if I was able to retire, I'd be sleeping like that too.
Yes, I suppose I don't really see too many old men on this sort of life now, do I?
Aye, Magisi is not kind to us sometimes. And Twin Tails just kind of nods to that, but shrugs. They're as kind as they need to be. Kind as the sea.
Untamable and chaotic.
Aye.
Yeah. He'll just keep working and just kind of make idle chat with them as they work. Nothing
Alright.
more substantial at the moment.
Yeah, just chatting and chilling. Alright. Eventually he will, when it's kind of more breakfasty time, he'll kind of, note, oh, by the way, there's, downstairs and there's, hardtack and stuff and water downstairs if your people want to get some food. You probably should go tell him. We don't have anything fancy. We have jerky and stuff and, something easy. But we didn't exactly have stores ready to go. So we're gonna have to stop at the port to get a bit of extra food.
I'll let him know.
All right.
I'll head down.
In the meantime, are they still cuddled up in bed?
I am waiting. I am cuddling my ladle because it makes me feel safe.
Mhm. And is Korstag still?
Oh.
Emo?
I'll say, sorry, I think my mic died.
problem.
For the sake of fun, sure. If no one's roused him yet.
Okay, yeah, sure.
It seems that Clover's too afraid to poke the bear. So
Yes!
That's fair. That's fair. A literal bear to her. All right. Then Miss Clover, you hear. Actually, just approach the door. Come inside. Pietro.
All right. Two are still. It'll like kind of gently poke at Clover, trying to get her awake because he assumes it's easier.
Here.
Oh.
I just, you know.
Just checking.
She poked her little head out of the covers.
Yeah, she's just,
Oh, she's so covered.
like giving him little beady-eyed glares.
Huh. All right.
It's just
Here,
her
Sean.
head and her like
Actually,
her
Okay.
ladle peeking out of the blanket.
Pietro, darling. As you look at the little bun, you didn't see it earlier because morning and groggy and stuff. But you see something that maybe wasn't there before. You're not sure, but it's kind of distinct. You see what looks like on her little nose, her little bunny nose. You see what looks like a yellow little star on it. Like it's not super noticeable. It looks like a birthmark on her nose, on her little button nose.
Is it yellow?
It's like a gold. It's less yellow. It's not like bright fucking yellow. It's like almost like a goldy thing.
Ooh.
He'll kind of squint and like adjust his goggles, turning them to. For a moment. That. Guess I didn't notice that before. Oh.
What? Notice what?
You have a birthmark, don't you? Like,
Well, yeah, I have spots all over.
yeah, well, this one looks different than your spots.
She
It's
gives
like
a slow blink.
Right on your nose, right? You always had that. Just didn't notice it before.
Is this one of those tricks where you look down and they swoop up your nose with your finger?
No, that's it's not a joke I'm trying to play right now. Whatever. Let me get Korstag up. He'll turn and just kind of like, push against his back or something to try and rouse him awake. He assumes he's probably a heavy sleeper. It's like Korstag, or Rorstag. Yeah.
Korstag.
I don't know. Are we using fake names? He said Rorstag before.
Oh, I think I just mumbled. I'll correct that later for him.
Yeah, whatever.
Are we there yet?
No, it's 5 days travel. If you slept for 5 days, I think there'd be an issue.
Right.
Captain, let me know if there's hardtack and other other things to eat down here by the supplies. It's not much, but it'll, hold us over until they get to the next stock location, which for our safety has the Kingsguard there, so we'll certainly be protected.
Oh, well, that makes me feel very safe.
Maybe for the sake of, not getting held up by a busy port, they can drop us off on the coast a bit north.
We'll see what they do. You're the one who's paying for this expedition of ours for knowledge, and
Right.
yeah, I can tell them, but
I can
You know.
speak with the captain.
money speaks a bit more. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
Of course, of course. I'll get up. All
I'm
right.
gonna have some food and come talk
All
about
right.
there. They're very nice.
All right.
If we weren't so concerned about safety at the next ports, probably be a nice place to hang out. There's lots of entertainment, they've said. Some dice games and other things. I guess if you guys are into that.
Like what?
They said tavern, shopping, ladies, probably guys too, if you're willing to pay coin.
Nope.
Nope, not into that. No. Well,
No.
I could go for a game, but if the town is protected by the guards, then the king's men, we should probably not stay there long, if at all.
That would be the ideal.
I would agree. Well, if we do have to go there, we'll have to avoid them. It has only been a day, so I don't know how far word's gotten. Maybe it's reached, maybe not. And if it hasn't, gives us good chance there to get some new looks before word spreads.
So, into port then.
Ideally, if we could overshot it, that would be better, but if we can't do it, we can't do it.
Towns.
We don't exactly got much choice. Well, Korsag, it's on you. I guess you can tell them where you want us to get off at, and if we can somehow slip in, get some new clothing, and hop back onto the ship, no one will be the wiser. We can head off to our next location once they're done getting supplies and such.
If we... I guess it depends. Do we want them to take us all the way to this rune, or... do we want to walk some of the way?
Like walk after or before the town?
After the town, but before the destination.
Well, final destination is 5 days by our current vessel.
Hmm.
This port sounds like it's within 1 day. So,
Actually,
oh,
I'll bring out the map real quick, because you
yes.
would definitely know this. Give me 1 second. So, essentially, each little block on your current vessel is gonna be a day's travel. So, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this little thing. So it's gonna take about. Oh, can I snap to the corner? There we go. Got here, like here. Oh no, that didn't. How do you like take it to a point, Christy? Like how do you? Is it space?
I think that's a map tools only thing.
Oh, I could have sworn I used.
You just right click.
Oh, it's right click? Okay. Yeah. So it's going to take you about 3 days to get to there, which that is Veniport. That is the that's the big one. And then it'll take you another 2 days to get to there, which is Willow's Rest, which is which is where the ruins you were told about were. Ruins, sorry.
Why do we even have to go into port?
Uh,
Couldn't we just sail past it?
they need food supplies. Like I said, I've got some rations of my own, but I don't think that's gonna hold all of us off for some time. So
Right.
they need food, water, and other things for their self-preservation and business, as well as we kind of need that stuff too. And
I guess our hope is in that word has yet to travel.
our choices really are: we could get off, ask them to skip the ports, drop us off a little bit after, and walk the rest of the way, but that's extending this past 5 days. Which isn't too bad, but we're wandering without a map at that
Good
point.
point.
And
Right.
obviously there's risks of going into a port that is guarded by Kingsguard, because we don't have papers. At least I assume we don't have any that are going to not get us immediately in trouble.
Perhaps can we just hide on the ship? We don't have to give any papers if we just stay below deck,
Well, that sort
Maybe.
of depends on whether or not they have to declare us as passengers when they port.
If word has spread within 3 days to here, or to that port, then they might just do a involuntary search the whole ship just to make sure, sort of thing.
Going into port sounds more and more dangerous.
Ideally, I would probably want to skip it myself, but captain's gotta need supplies for his crew.
Yes.
So
Even if
unless
we
we
can
can
get
find
us
one,
just
unless we can
not
find
even-
a place to get all that he needs, he may not have the patience to have them waited out for
Right.
the extra 2 days.
So we
I'll
can't go
see.
to this little island here. And pick up supplies
Suppose
there?
we probably could, but that'll make the journey a bit longer, a couple extra days. I'm
I'm
not
gonna let you know, Pietro. Going to that island, you'd end up in open waters.
Oh,
So it'd be deeper waters than
Okay.
Silken Amble. Because you're following the coast right now. It's not exactly just scale.
yeah, no.
We're essentially
we
following
can't-
the coast, so it's
Yeah.
heavy forward. Yeah.
Yep, can't
I mean, you can
have-
try it, but you can try it. You definitely could try.
That leads us into open waters, and this vessel's not made for that. We're more
Oh.
likely to sink. And well, I told you what happens this morning, so if you want to do that, sure.
No.
All right. So what I'm hearing, I will talk to the captain. See if he's willing to just have us unload a bit north of the port. And from there, our business with him is concluded. We will maybe follow the coast so we don't get lost in the woods and continue our way north. Is that a plan?
Sounds good. Or at least as good as we can
Eh.
get.
All right.
It's the best we got, and I'd rather deal with wildlife than Kingsguard at the moment.
All right. I'll head topside and speak with the captain.
And I will move you guys back up to here. Yeah.
Thank you, God.
You're welcome.
It's-
And as you all come up, you'll see the same kind of overcast. It's bright and it's got some dark clouds. It's a little rainy and it's a little choppity. But it's not well, you guys have never been on a show before. It's rocking. The boat be rocking. But it doesn't feel like it's gonna tip over. Probably, maybe, hopefully.
Mhm.
Morning.
Morning.
Asleep well, I hope.
Quite well.
Hmm.
The rocking is soothing. Can I have a word with you, actually, sir? Maybe below.
Sure. I can handle that. All right. I'm just gonna go down. And I'll kind of go into the room. Go into a corner somewhere. Oh,
Sorry.
oh. It's just...
You there? Find a spot. Comfy. All right.
There we go. All right. How can I help you?
First off, thank you for taking us this far already. I hope my friend's been helpful for you.
Hey, he knows his way around a ship. Like
Hmm.
bigger ones than this one.
Good. Good.
Mhm.
Miss Clover doesn't look as green as she was last night, so it's progress.
She didn't.
Um,
She kind of sniffs. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. All right. I'm glad she didn't throw up.
I had a request for you. If,
Another one. All right.
Be so
Um,
bold. Yes, I know. I know.
Well, how can I help?
Is it within reason to ask for you to allow myself and my companions to unload a short way north of the port?
North of Veniport?
Yes, sir. Before you actually bring us in.
Huh.
You can
I
set us
mean-
off even at the beach, and our business would be concluded. You would still get the full pay that I offered you.
His eyes kind of light up to that. I mean, if you're sure, it's be about 3 days, but we can get you
Yes.
there.
Hmm. If that works for you. My, one of my companions forgot their papers And we do not wish to cause you problems.
Ah, right.
I'll roll a
Gee.
deception check on that if you want me to,
Hmm?
but I'll roll deception on that if you want me to, but
Not necessary at this point.
okay.
He kind of nods like, all right. We're not gonna get in any trouble for this, are we? They're not. Never mind. Shakes his head. Just shakes his head.
You and
Never
your
mind.
men should have no trouble.
All right. We can take you there. Money's good. You're not asking for a refund or nothing, so
I'm
yeah,
happy.
should be fine.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
This
we'll
is
be there in a
simpler
few
this
days.
way, I think.
Oh, it's definitely less of a travel to have us to take. So yeah, sure.
Good.
Be a pleasure.
I'll reach to shake his hand.
And I'll shake your hand in turn.
All right. Business concluded.
Like you said,
Going
this
to enjoy
food,
the-
drink. Try to drink the water before the mead or the grog.
Huh.
Trust me, the water goes faster.
Simple enough.
Just kind of dip away. All right.
All right. Gorstag, I guess you'll head topside and just enjoy the view. Enjoy the horizon.
All right. Clover, my lovely, are you or Pietro? While that's happening, is there anything you guys want to do, or are you guys just kind of watching the view?
We are chilling, or at least I am chilling.
Alrighty then. When Robert comes up, you'll hear him like kind of shout out to Twin and Raywell or Rewell, and be like, all right, we're cutting a little bit short today, or this voyage is gonna be a little shorter than usual, but we get home quicker, we get money, we get food, and we'll take a visit to Benefort after, all right? Aye. Give their eyes, and they all kind of seem to go back to work. The cat looks at the bunny
The bunny looks at the
and
cat.
tilts her head,
She wiggles her nose.
wiggles her nose, looks back to whatever she was doing.
Oh man, I just survived a horrible encounter. I saw my entire life flash before my eyes.
I'm sorry.
She's
Anyway.
got predator eyes, man. They're close together.
She is. This is why you never put a bunny with a cat. They're
I
actually,
understand their predator
actually
eyes.
bad. It's actually bad.
I'm standing next to the bird, which is
Anyway,
not
this-
much better.
It's fine. It's a bigger bird, though. The big bird is bigger than you.
Yeah, but that's the problem. He could be like a hawk or something.
Well, hydrate. All right. During this voyage, this next 3 days, is there anything in particular any of you guys would want to do? Training, talking, gambling, etc. Is there anything specific you guys would like to do in the meantime? Reading, stuff of the sort.
Do they have food supplies?
Yes, they do have food supplies. They have like hardtack and jerky. It's not very good. It's stuff that they've had to they were like, hey, they went to basically they spent the hour or so it took for everyone to get ready to go to the shipman's yard. They had to find the shipman, grab whatever supplies they had on hand because there's a middle of a festival, and grab whatever. So they kind of limited.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, I cannot cook Jack. Understandable, have a nice day.
It's not gonna be very nice. No, it's not gonna. There's not much you can do when you're not given much to work with. I'm sorry.
It's quite alright.
Yeah.
In that case, no.
Okay,
I'm gonna just try and not throw up.
that's a good plan. All right. Anything else for the gentleman in the room?
I guess he would. I just see 'cause it's a fishing boat, so he's maybe look for a rod
Mhm.
just to pass time.
Oh yeah, he would give you a rod to fish with. They have some spare ones downstairs. They're usually, you'll see like kind of in the back. There's a big like it looks like you're not like fishing with a rod usually. They're usually fishing with like a net in the back. And they drag it across and fish that way. But there are rods, like they do have them, and he'll offer you one.
He's not gonna expect much at all because the ship is moving, but it's just the motions to help him just pass time. And I guess it depends if anyone requests something of him.
Alrighty. I am gonna go through the days. I just want to know if there's anything specific in me if you guys want to do meanwhile.
Otherwise, it'd just be maintenance of his equipment, sharpening his weapons and oiling and that.
Okay. I want you to, Korsag, do me a favor then roll me a d20. Just that d20, because I don't think... Dex, maybe? Because there's not really a thing for fishing that I know of, right? I think it'd be dexterity. No, it'd be survival. Roll survival.
Check. Sure.
Do that. Survival check.
I'm not expecting to get anything, but
Yeah,
sure, we
let's
can do
find
that.
out.
Survival. 11.
Catch like a few little
Like a
bites. Guppy? Yeah, like a guppy. It's not gonna be like a substantial meal, but it's like a snack. That being said, you're also on a ship, so there's not really a way you can cook it very easily, unless you get creative. Mm-hmm.
It's something.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll drown it in salt.
You could do that, yes. They do have salt. Because they're a fishing vessel, so of course they have salt. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You might just throw the little ones back.
Okay.
He's just doing it to pass time.
Alrighty. Pete. Pete the parrot.
This guy's name, Pete. He's actually gonna want to talk to the captain. And ask, hey, I think at this point you can already kind of guess we're a little worried about papers at the moment. Would you mind if I saw what the current documentation looks like for going into ports and stuff?
Give me a persuasion check.
Let's see.
He looks very doubtful, though. He's like kind of. He shakes.
I'm aware.
He gives you side eye.
I'm aware. I'm gambling here.
Not a bad roll.
That is pretty an okay roll. He looks at you, and he kind of looks you up and down, and is like, "Oh, you're the one that didn't have papers. All right, all right." And he looks at you and is like, well, I could be persuaded to do so, but it's gonna cost you.
It'll like reach back and grab like he'll grab 6 silver for how does this look?
Excuse me as I roll some things. Okay.
I don't like that.
No, this is actually good for you. He looks, regards the coins and just eventually kind of nods slowly and just takes it, and he'll kind of tilt his head to follow him, and he'll lead you down below. He's going to go down actually to the room. Actually, no, he's not going to the room. He's going to pull out of his you see him grab something as he's heading past the helm, like a logbook. And and he kind of flips through the pages, and he shows you essentially the license for the how do I say something that officiates him as a captain, like a sea captain, essentially.
Hmm.
And you know that's kind of like a fisherman, so it's not like, you know, it's basically a low tier of that. It's not like he's going to he's not expected to have much really strong cargo, right? Or really like expensive cargo. It's just a fishing vessel, right? A license to fish, essentially. And I'll show that off to you. Don't fuck it up. But here,
I'm not
out.
going to do anything to yours. I wouldn't do that. I think I know well enough that we're in open water, and you've got two other crewmates who will gladly throw me overboard if I fuck up their lives right now.
He nods slowly. Aye. Well, there it is.
Okay.
Let you see it, yeah.
He's going to observe it as closely as possible, just trying to get down all the details of, like, okay, here's the important stuff that I need off of this, just committing it to memory as best as he can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
we'll try to do so. And eventually, you know, the captain's gonna flop the book back and just kind of give him a slow, knowing nod and go back upstairs, where he'll keep the logbook with him this time.
Yeah. Okay. And Pietro's gonna look around for any just like paper and a quill that might be left around that he can use.
Let me see what I got on my ship. Forget exactly what I put on the ship. I had it written down though. Knew this would come in handy. You could probably get some from him. You saw some in the helm or whatever, like a quill that he has to use to write, essentially. You know, he would have something. So, but it would be down here.
Yeah, he'll ask for that like a day later after time has passed.
Okay, so you ask for it like on day 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to do on this day?
No, not at the moment.
Alrighty. Miss Clover, I think you were just kind of chilling and trying to keep breakfast, right?
Yep.
Okay.
She doesn't have much that she can do, alas. For downtime, at least presently she can.
Presently, yes. So, welcome back, my darling. You're fine, honey. You're fine. And Corstag's just gonna be fishing all day. Okay. So everyone else is all the
fishing and maintaining his gear. Yeah, because
fishing and maintaining his gear.
Salt water not good for rusty armor.
Yeah, definitely not. So they're kind of running around, wandering. They're milling around, doing their thing. The crew, I mean. Eventually, you guys, the rest of you will have learned. You know, the little halfling's name is Raywell. Little you know, Twin Tails, and obviously the captain. And they seem pretty. They're pretty in high spirits. They're not like they're pretty friendly people. They're kind of assholes to each other, but you get the feeling it's just camaraderie, right? I mean, your Captain Boy has been around guards. That's the kind of camaraderie they have. Right. So let me look at my stuff. All right. So the day starts passing on pretty normally. However, eventually, like, although closer towards the more the afternoon, I would say. Okay, there we go. Yeah. You guys hear a big in the distance. Now, Pietro, you know exactly what this fucking sound is.
I know what that is.
And as you all look, you see in the distance, in a very far distance, you see 2 ships facing each other. one wearing a what looks like the mark, like the flag of like a tradesman, like a company, and the other wearing a raising a black flag. This is not necessarily one you recognize, Pietro.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just there's a million of them out running around, but you can tell very quickly what kind of people these are. And you
Pirates!
see cannons going off in the distance, and at this news, the captain immediately puts into action, and he starts immediately going to the helm and barking orders to get it closer to the coast. He's not looking to make port, but he is trying to keep as far a distance away from them as possible.
Miss Clover, let's go below. Get out of their way.
Hey, probably for the best. They won't be bothering us, but just to be safe. Yeah, we're not going near that. And so he moves it closer to stick to the shallows. And you guys continue to hear into the dusk. You hear the cannons going off, and slowly they will disappear in the distance. They will disappear dissipate into the distance. You, Pietro, watching this though, these poor merchants don't really have a chance.
No, of course not. That thing sees us. We're.
Oh no, I meant the merchant that's getting attacked personally by the pirates.
Yeah, no. Also them. They don't have a fucking chance.
Yeah. And so the night passes by under cannon fire. But other than that, the night passes pretty well. It gets quiet and it's nice. The weather changes. It's like the sun starts to come out, but like the clouds are starting to dissipate.
Look,
you can actually.
I just want to say, I know that this was technically a moral choice. However, what the fuck could we have done?
Oh, I didn't expect you to do anything, but I always leave the chance.
For us to go and get captured and kidnapped? Sure.
Who knows? Maybe they were friendly.
Yes, super friendly, firing at the other merchant ship.
They're having a party. It's fine.
I just picture
fire.
Kerstag holding Clover like it's just a party. It's okay. They're fine. Rock
Just
covering her
dreams.
ears.
There's dreams. It's fine. They're shouting or they're just singing. It's fine. They're just very off key.
Oh my god. So the night otherwise passes fine. The stars are kind of out, and it's a pretty calm night after that. Yeah. And unless you guys are doing anything, the night passes.
Nothing per se.
Okay.
I'm Eepy.
You're eepy. You had a long day on boat that you're not used to. You eat.
Yes, my nose has been itching all day, and I don't know why.
You also have seen it, by the way, Korstag. A
Hmm.
little yellow,
By this
goldy
point.
birthmark. Yeah, by now. Alright. So the next morning, or day, shows up. Again, it goes the same. It turns into kind of a pattern. Captain will go and get Pietro if he's in the room and kind of, start barking orders at each other. But other than that, it's a pretty quiet day. Is there anything else? Do you want to continue your fishing, Korstag?
Today he'll invest into just his gear because he's
Just your
expecting
gear?
to unload. Yeah,
Okay.
he's prepping him first today.
All right, that's fine. What about you, Bun?
Try not to die of boredom. Maybe count the clouds. Maybe see shapes. They don't look like bunnies. They don't look like my siblings. I'm not crying again. I don't know what you're talking about.
Baby.
Miss
Screw it.
Miss Clover, are you alright?
Totally. Everything's hunky dory. Okie dokie artichokey.
insight check.
Oh, okay. Deception versus insight. Let's go. Baby.
All right.
You can tell there's something going on. You can tell maybe not very clearly, but there's something underneath.
You, yeah, it's been it's a while, but, how would you like a story? Pass the time.
Sure.
If you don't mind an old man's ramblings, at least.
Only if their voice is really unpleasant. Which yours isn't, by the way.
Well, thank you.
She just doesn't know how to stand right now.
Is it old man story time?
It is old man story time. I'll keep it brief.
Yeah. Oh, you want to tell an actual story? Okay.
I will actually
Let's
tell a
go.
Fuck it. Yeah.
So, this is how still in, but in my 20s. Back then, there was a little bit of a, how do I put, a rise in ruffians during the summer. Maybe they were pirates that got kicked off their ship, or can't remember if it was men from more north looking for money. One way or another, we were seeing more trouble than usual. We were a bit short on hands, so the captain would have us have to ask for volunteers for us to go more so for the northern patrol about a day out. Look around, come back. And, well, let us say nobody wanted to. If they did come upon trouble, they'd be alone. Well, this time around, I drew the short straw.
The door creeps open a little bit.
Pietro, come. You haven't missed too much.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and the suit is passing by. So, I went on this journey, traveled light this time around, leathers, we were still using a spear back then. And came across this open field. Farmland, I think. Didn't seem to have much happening inside, but I saw no reason to bother the family. So I intended to stay off to the side. Headed my way back to the trees, and my foot caught something. And before I knew it, I was out cold. Don't know how long. By the time I came to, I was upside down. Head hurt. Didn't feel right. I was hanging from a rope up on a tree. And I remember seeing this very apologetic woman. Came up, turned to me, cut me down as soon as she recognized that I was from Greensport. Set me down. I was like, I'm so sorry. I've been putting up traps lately around the farm. It was meant for wolves. And I remember joking back and forth. He's like, oh, it's fine, I understand, there's trouble. And after a bit, she noticed my head was hurt and she demanded that I stay out there for at least a day or two, make sure that I was alright. Alright, sure. I felt like shit at the time anyway, and she wasn't, well, I was young. Over the course of the next couple days, First day, I felt like shit. Second day, I felt better. Third day, I didn't want to leave. We talked back and forth before I eventually left. What I took from it was she had been living alone for a couple of years at that point, trying to take care of what she could of the farm on her own. So wolves and other predator creatures were a common worry for her. I remember fondly that she said I was the most handsome wolf she had caught so far. By the third day, I admitted that I was very late for my patrol. I had to head back. But in the weeks that followed, it did not take long for the captain to realize why my route was longer than the other men's. Guess I found something nicer in those fields. But now stop talking your ear off. You probably don't want to hear anything about that.
Was it her?
Close his eyes and give kind of like a half smile, remembering. And he'll double check something being in his bag and close it back up.
Yes, it was.
She'll give a light nod before she kind of just like snuggle up into her pillow a little bit.
You'll never know what good things you can find, even from the biggest of surprises.
Well, I already found you both. So it can't have been all bad.
Not all is for naught. Dare I say, and especially with how we are upon his tides, I think our fates are right now being pulled by Magisi. For better or worse.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, by the way. It helped.
Whenever you want to hear of an old man's ramblings, feel free to ask.
Oh, so that can be like every minute of the day, because I'm going to be honest, I am bored out of my mind. And I don't think that you're working that mouth of yours while you're working on that armor. Unless there's some kind of technique I don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Spit shining.
No. I definitely need to buy more oil, though. Maybe figure out something for these cracks.
Pull the breastplate back on his lap, and you can see him thumbing around some edges.
What's that? It does its purpose for now.
Hopefully we can
Alright.
find something.
Armor like this is very expensive. Back in its day, I could have bought another house.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't really feel keen on replacing it. So finding something to keep it up is ideal.
Hmm. Maybe. Maybe.
Oh, it's so itchy.
You're right. I think you're scratching a spot. It's turning colors.
What? I'm not going bald, am I?
I don't think so.
No.
Are there mirrors in this setting of yours, Silent?
Yeah, mirrors exist.
Horstag does not carry one.
He does have very bright and very shiny armor, though.
I
He is
approach
very
the
rusty.
armor.
He's very
Oh,
brown.
wait, no, yeah,
it's
you're right. It's
rusty.
rusty. Fuck.
I have my goggles, which I guess like probably have reflective glass on them, or
So you have a pot.
I do have a pot.
Whether
But
it's
I think
shiny
this
enough.
is a little bit more comedic.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let me
fair.
just get a really good close look into your eyes real quick. This don't mean nothing. Don't get any boy crazy ideas. Don't laugh.
She like leans in.
Don't worry, you're young too.
That's right, you're a lot younger than you think you are.
She like looks herself in the reflection, blinking slowly.
Hmm.
Do
You
I-
see some weird discoloration, yeah. Sorry.
What the? Is it like? Is that some powder left over?
And she just like starts like rubbing it ferociously, like with one finger, and she like licks like her palm and like continues to like try and clean it off. It's not going anywhere though, I'm assuming.
It is not going anywhere now.
What the heck?
You have a shinier nose now.
What the? What is this?
Yeah. I said that yesterday. It was,
I had this on
was
yesterday.
that
I thought you like maybe put on a piece of glitter or something.
I just
What's
thought
a
I
glitter?
didn't notice it before.
Hmm.
That was not there. Why is it perfectly shaped like a star? That is impossible. And I know, because I have markings all over my body. Wait a minute.
She like, so she was like all the way up here, right? She was just like
Yeah.
ogling, and now she's just walks back, sits on her bed, and thinks of the implications.
I had a
Are
dream.
you?
I thought it was just
I
because I
mean-
was sick.
Everyone has dreams.
Yeah, but this one had a weird deer in it.
Oh, a weird dare.
A very weird deer, and there was lilies everywhere. Very specific kind of lily, a calla lily, which you know are the like symbol of life and fertility and also death. But it was a really bad dream, in all things considered. It had a deer with
Oh.
like crazy iridescent eyes,
Oh,
like staring into a cue ball. And
What does that word mean?
iridescent,
Yeah.
like a rainbow shiny, where it's like,
Oh, that sounds pretty.
yeah. And there was like a bunch of other does and deers dancing. They were smaller.
That's cute.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
How is this a bad dream? It sounds very nice.
Because it looked at me and it was approaching me, right? Like real slow, like sort of like a stalking cat in the tall grass.
Oh.
And each time that it stepped closer, it showed me something awesome, and then it took everything away. Sort of like how everything sort of disappeared. Now, anyway, it got all up close to me and stuff, and it gave me a look that, honestly, I don't... I just don't like being viewed as something... I don't like being pitied. But it looked at me that way. And then it pressed its nose to mine, and then... my body felt weird. My nose was itchy. Never stopped being itchy. And now that's there? No, that's some protagonist-ass bullshit. If you can excuse my language. Did any of you get weird dreams?
No.
No? Just me.
Only when I drink a lot.
Silent? Silent.
Yes, my love.
May I do a religion check? See if there's any, like...
Oh,
Go
like
for it.
omen or something I can relate this to any of
Go
the
for it. That's a pretty good roll.
Gorsta he doesn't dedicate to any worship, but he kind of like sits, he respects the three.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Remind me how you, hold on, Clover, remind me how you described iridescence to him.
Like rainbow shining. Like if shining but rainbow.
Okay. Well, you know that, generally, nature and those kind of beings, is close to, Zena, the mother goddess, as well as rainbows. Let's see. That's real quick. They're trying to be too quiet, sorry. You know that one of the tenants is she is usually a respecter of nature and creatures of the land, and is, you know, associated with motherhood and nature as well as balance. So you could kind of be like, oh, well, you can kind of take what you want from that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I can tell you from what she's described so far.
Dear lilies.
No, kind of like glowing lilies.
Perhaps the mother graced you, checked on you.
Your mother graced me?
No, the mother.
Oh!
And he kind of like gestures like upwards.
Oh.
Are you?
What does that mean? Exactly.
I'm not a priest. How would I know?
Her ears just like droop, but her eyes are super fucking wide.
Is this an us thing? Is this just a thing that's gonna happen? Are you gonna see the other two? Because there's like 3 of them.
Do you,
He'll turn it.
Mr. Pietro, are you religious?
I'm not religious.
Not. I'm more superstitious than religious, but I guess kind of. I know what you were talking about, though.
Am I the only one who believes in faith in this room?
What?
All
No,
right,
I
all right.
believe in them. I'm just not exactly partial to any one of them. Also, I have just gotta sort of realize something.
Oh,
So I've seen Xena in theory. One is a god of the sea.
And she just looks pointedly at
Speak politely of him when we're in his ground.
Yes, he's
Waters.
awesome and amazing. That's not what I'm. And the
Absolutely.
other ones-
Always knows how to change up a day.
Yes, and the last is Athelion, god of air and order. Are we? Am I crazy? Or is that a perfect matchup?
Hmm.
I don't like thinking about this. That's
I
a lot of
was-
pressure.
That's
What do you
heresy.
think I feel? Okay,
It's
It's a lot of pressure to
really
be
heresy.
the
If
Chaos
one
God,
is
the
literally-
chosen one.
No, no,
or
This
no.
is a lot of
something.
this is hubris. We are literally talking blasphemy.
How is that blasphemy if one literally, if Xena booped their schnooze against me in a dream?
A deer
I
whooped their schnoz.
well, okay.
I'm just saying it's some symbology. Is that a word?
Yeah, but I got a marking and everything. That's weird.
Wait, do we have marks on us?
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, not of the parts that got not clothes on anyway.
Do you need me to check your ass, sir?
no,
She
no.
pulls the
I will.
blanket over her head.
No, I will check myself. It's got to be somewhere visible or like
You
kind
can
of.
see it?
Probably she
You know what your ass
kind of
looks
see
like.
hers.
Well, mine was done like by a boob snoot. I don't know about you guys. So if you get like any crazy dreams or whatever, maybe whatever if it's the same, and they like touch you someplace, and you get a marking, then you know.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't like being the only one here that's got the. Well, also, but I don't. Okay, I don't want to like pass the buck or whatever. But it is so weird being the only one.
Look,
I don't know what am
Miss
I
Glover.
supposed to do?
Look, you've had a very stressful few days. The imagination, perhaps, was just rampant that evening. Have you had other dreams?
No, but I have a marking on my nose, and that's hard to ignore. I know what my face spots look like. I memorized them. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm quite beautiful.
I mean, stress can make your hair turn color.
I'm not a human. We don't turn gray when we're old. We're stressed. We just kind of die when we're stressed.
Oh,
Just looks a lot more worried.
Or when we're lonely.
Um.
One of the two.
Perhaps we should move on.
Yeah,
I
so
still got
let's not
clothes
stress
on,
you
right?
out any further. I'm gonna go do something else because I don't want to think about this right now. It'll
Okay, well, to be
yes,
clear,
of
don't
course.
avoid the conversation on my account because not talking about it's probably way worse.
no, we can talk about it when I
When you
have a
can,
drink
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
Sure,
I
do what you gotta do.
I can't handle this.
Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna not think about the implications.
She goes under the blanket again.
Well, good talk.
Good talk.
Pietro's
I
just
like
gonna
the
go up to the
story.
captain and ask him for like a paper and a pen.
You know what? We're just doing stories from now on.
He'll get you a paper and quill. Yeah, it's up in the
Um,
helmsman. Yeah.
For the sake of fun, Korstag
Yeah.
will tell another nondescript tale, something about his The first time his daughter brought a boy home.
Oh, snap!
Oh,
And he comes right back.
He comes in right
look,
to
I
the
got my
spicy
paper
part.
and my pen. I'm gonna sit down.
Nondescript, so feel free to assume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was the
All right.
protective father.
Let's fucking go.
Lovely.
Spill the tea.
At that, we're going to take a quick break because I need to use the restroom, and that's wonderful. I love what
Yeah.
just happened. So we're gonna take a quick break, okay? We'll be back in
Okay.
about 10 minutes. Is that all right with everyone?
Of
Yeah, it's
course.
chill.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'll see you.
Oh
guys soon.
god.
Time to grab some more food.
This group is so fucking funny.
I love it so much.
When the cat and the bunny were looking at each other, I was just thinking of the prolonged eye contact meme. Like, just- oh.
I love this party.
Yeah,
This is a good
I'm in
party.
fucking love with this party, dude.
God, I'm gonna have to make up more old man stories.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is actually one of my more fleshed out characters too. So I'm gonna
Yo! Let's go!
like this. Oh hey, I'm gonna click this button while I'm at it.
Oh, fuck, it's so cold in the basement. I'm dying. Wait! Emo!
What?
Don't die.
Emo!
Life is preferable.
You did not.
I did.
Oh.
You son of a bitch.
I've done it several times, in fact, from what that number says.
We try to live. We try to
What?
continue existing, yes.
Indeed.
Emo! Thank
What
you
did
for
Emo
the
do?
Thank you for the 15 months with a full year streak, you doofus. Thank you, man. Love you,
Oh,
bud.
Yeah. I was listening to all. It's great. This is great.
I have to open up my tablet pen and put a star on there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost want to
I-
put, like,
I'll be honest.
I need to
Mhm,
make
sorry.
a version that's just the you tried star. For really bad days.
Yeah. I'll be
So
honest.
silent.
I was expecting to put it somewhere else, but that works. Anyway, sorry.
Silent.
Uh-huh. Yes.
I will say now you know the reason of his favorite animal.
Aww.
Aw, that's precious.
Anyway,
Mhm.
I'll be right back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we
It's
got. we
fine.
got
It's just like a polka dot sickness. It's starting to start spreading.
time.
Just get some constellation freckles.
Yeah, wouldn't it be a shame if that happened?
Why are you saying it like that?
I'm just saying, make sure you have, just make sure you never lose that art file.
Oh no. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Look, I can say anything to you right now, and your fucking mind will drive you insane.
It will. I'm already insane. Do you see the crackpot shit I'm cooking right now? It's but like,
It's
okay.
good shit. I mean, it's good. Yeah, it was funny. I was listening to you guys when you guys were planning, plotting, what you were gonna do with Veniport, and I was just sitting there with tea, and I'm like, this is great. I love. Cause there were some ideas you guys were brought up, and I'm like, that's not what I expected. That's cool. Yeah.
But like for real though, Xena for me, Magisi for Skull, and Thelion for fucking Emo. It works so good.
It does work so good.
It's like
It does.
literally us.
Now, I need to do a thing though. Where's my paper? There's.
Even if my life depended on it, I could not turn off my brain.
Mm-hmm.
The tinfoil hat will flow.
Can I do?
Good. Good.
Lord.
Wow.
Wow.
I will say when I was looking for essentially things to help me with building things, like I found a cool NPC generator that helps me with
Ooh.
ideas. But I also found a lot of people have been using like AI in order to create like random encounters. And I found this one for like sea encounters, which we're not using, but I thought was funny because it's kind of like the worst AI I've ever seen because it's literally the same fucking thing just said differently like 100 times.
Oh no.
And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you encounter pirates. Oh, you encounter a strange ship. Oh, you encounter a strange pirate ship. Oh, you encounter a pirate ship with this. And I'm like, oh, goddamn.
Pirate ship with zombies.
Yeah, pirate ship with this. And I'm like, okay. Which I mean, admittedly, makes sense. There's not a lot of things. There's plenty actually of things you can do in the water, but it's
Sea
just
monster.
AI stuff. Yeah, it's sea monsters. Yes,
Sirens.
There's a lot of things you can do in the water. It's just
Whales.
I will say it has been difficult when it's low level people, but
True.
we figure it out here. We figure it out here. Hey. I need to. What in the fudge? What in the fudge?
Chill music time.
I'm casually working on my Eden Lost model.
Mhm. Nice. Wait, the boy?
The boy!
Yeah, hello, boy.
Welcome. There he is. He is here.
Oh no.
What, are you playing a character that's gonna make it hard for me?
Oh, you know what a character I'm playing in Eden Lost.
I mean, yeah, but for the mid episode.
So the mini episode stuff, I haven't done anything yet because I wasn't there for the meeting.
You can just talk to Lulu.
I know. I just haven't sat down with him and talked with him. And I think I'm just gonna go NPC. I think I'm just gonna help facilitate that way.
That's fair. That's what I did for the first round mostly.
Yeah, I want to be able to give other people chances to do cool things. 'Cause I had a lot of fun, really encounters as God, I can't remember her name. Anne.
Yeah, because you were one of the civilians.
Yeah, I was
In
one
the
of the
first round.
civilians.
Yeah.
The little innkeeper girl, and she was wonderful and cute. But like, I want to help I like facilitating other people's stories too.
Yeah.
So I want to do that as well.
I really like doing that for projects I'm like super duper duper passionate about. So like Eden Lost especially. I know I've done it for Ascension Academy a couple times too. But yeah, I was specifically told by Lulu, hey, this is a place that Clink would want to go. And I'm like, oh shit, you're right though.
Yeah.
So I'm a boy.
Oh boy.
Earlier in the timeline, boy.
I need to know something. I need to figure something out. I think you guys are going to be moving slower than I expected, but that's okay. If you guys do go here.
We got scared.
That's fine. That's totally fine. I totally understand. Look, it is entirely reasonable, the decision you guys have made. I just have to make a little bit of a change to my stuff, which is totally fine.
Come here, water. I crave you.
Shit, it's the time of night where I'm just coughing a storm, huh?
I'm glad you're feeling better though.
Yeah.
Like better than you were. I know you were,
Way
like,
better. I can
bedridden for a
actually do
while.
stuff now. That's what matters. The worst I got was that I got severely congested in the middle of the RP I was attending yesterday. And the problem is you can't blow your nose in VR.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta just suffer, and it's like all the pressure's right on the schnozzle.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm actually functioning, and I'm oh god, I'm not sleeping for 21 hours anymore. Every day.
Mhm.
It was wild silent. I would literally get up and I would eat.
Mm-hmm.
I would lay down again because I didn't feel well, and then immediately. Like, that was my life. It was that in the
Aw.
bathroom. That was all I could
Baby,
do.
no.
I didn't even go to
Well, I mean-
bed. I was on the couch the whole time.
Mhm.
And, like, the TV remote would be close, but I'd never use it because I'd fall asleep before I'd even get anything on. But I'm good now,
I'm
mercifully.
glad. Yeah. I need to double check level. Challenge rating is divided by 2. Yeah, okay. Not divided by 2, divided by 4.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
environment that favors the enemy increases the CR a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a common thing that I find that people run into.
It's fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Sure not.
As I pages. Okay. I am ready when you guys are.
I'm set.
I'm ready whenevs.
Okay. Actually, I lied. I need one thing, but it's fine. Okay. Oh, I didn't know I can roll straight from... Could I roll straight from here? I don't know. We'll find out today. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Hmm.
Alright. You ready, Skull?
Yeah, I said I was returned. I'm just munching on cookies right now. That's all.
Such a comedic
that's fair.
sound.
Hmm. All right. So, let me see where I am. Go away. D&D counter. There you go. Where's my list? There's my stuff. Okay. So the day passes by pretty uneventfully. And you guys pass this day 2. Yeah. Pretty uneventful. You guys end up talking with each other, chatting, and Korsag's telling great stories and funny tales and stuff. And it's all good hunky-dory time. Let's see. So yeah, the day and night passes without incident, unless you guys are doing something that would cause an incident.
No.
It's probably not gonna cause an incident. However, I'm gonna.
You're gonna try to forge those documents.
Yeah, I'm using my
Mm-hmm.
ability
shit.
to expert forgery.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and forge documents.
All right.
Oh
Yay!
shit!
Let us
He
use
actually
your-
can do that.
Yes, you can. That's why I was like, this motherfucker. But, you know, it's fine. It'd be like that sometimes.
It might be a little too late because we've already, like, you've already said the thing, but I don't know. Maybe you can, if these documents look good enough, maybe we can just be like, hey, we can take the risk. We'll
Look, man,
see.
worst comes
All
to
right,
worst, it's the
so-
best backup plan we got.
I mean, it's a pretty good backup plan. All right, let me look at your stuff. You have a forger's kit, don't you?
Uh,
I think you have forger's tools.
I
Or are they thieves'
don't. I
tools?
actually don't think I do.
You might have the
sworn you
proficiency,
them.
but not the kit.
I don't think I even have the proficiency. I've got
What's your
thieves' tools,
background?
tinker's tools, dice set, navigators. I've got a sailor's background, so it comes with
maybe
navigator's
you don't,
tools.
then.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. In that case, you can do. Let's go with a deception check, because that sounds about right.
All right, advantage deception.
Oh no.
Oh no!
No.
They are. You look at them. You start writing them. They might fool someone who's not paying attention, but they are not gonna. They're under scrutiny. They are not gonna hold a candle. But they could maybe like it's like kind of like you know how you sometimes people like flash their badges at like or like cop badges and stuff at people that don't know the difference. You could try something like that. So you have some like mediocre level forgery. I will say you can put that in your thing. It's
Okay.
like your, yeah.
Mediocre forged documents.
It's a fisherman's license. Yeah. And I'm gonna write that down real quick, actually. My notes, yeah. Alright, I got that written down. Cool. So, you do this, you do so. You have that. Is anyone else doing anything for the night?
No, ma'am.
More
Snoozing.
storytelling, more
Yeah, more nondescript stories.
okay. Good. Right. All right. Oh. Okay. So day 3 rolls around. Robert will have told you guys, hey, we'll probably be getting to where we need to take you about probably like late afternoon. Okay?
Okay.
So he's gonna, I'm just like, all right, late afternoon, and then you guys can, and then we'll head back, and you guys can head on your way, and it'll be all hunky dory.
Thank you, Captain.
Aye. And he'll head back up. Just take his time.
I'll take this extra time of ours to maybe get some extra sleep.
Okay.
Probably be watching. From here, we'll have to take shifts. Especially if we set camp.
She will nod.
So Korstag's gonna get some extra sleep, and that way he's ready for a night watch.
Okay. What are you doing, Clover?
I'll
Trying
prepare.
to avoid boredom.
Yes, but also because he said we need to do watches, she was like, okay, I'm gonna watch after him. So she's gonna.
She's gonna just sit there watching him.
No.
Sorry.
She's gonna make sure that there's the watch. She will cover the watch after him.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Wait. No, he's not doing a watch. He's going to sleep. So
He's going to sleep because he's expecting to have to watch whatever camp
like
they make
whenever
later
they
tonight.
camp eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically,
Oh,
she's
So is
mentally
she
preparing
awake
for
or is
that.
she? Oh, she's just like thinking, like, okay, gotta get planned for. Okay.
Yeah, because
fair
she's gonna take the watch that he does after his.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So she's just thinking, ruminating.
She's
Alright.
she'll be awake for now, and then she'll be
Okay.
sleeping on his watch. But she's gonna try to make sure that she has enough sleep so that when it's her turn, she won't be dying.
That is fair. All right. And Pietro, is there anything you're doing besides working out today? The up on the ship.
Aside from that, probably just like checking his gear and making sure all his weapons are good. You'll see Clover or Korstag, whoever is up. We'll see him, just kind of dump out his bag to pull out a crossbow, a sling, a dagger, and a club. And just like checking them and making sure they all work.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to find out they don't work later. Yep.
Seems legit.
And even though they're not properly weapons, he also just pulls out like a crowbar and a hammer just to, just in case.
Yeah.
The
You
four
never
other
know.
weapons just don't work or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can see Manny's got a lot of weapons for some reason.
She saw him shoot a guy. She's not surprised at this point.
That is fair.
Once he's done checking them, he'll just kind of put them away and like, give a nod to Clover over there, like.
All right. At some point, you'll be up on the deck helping out Mr. Pete. And I need you to roll a perception check. All right. So you're out. It's a pretty. What's the weather like today? The weather is colder, but it's not necessarily detrimental. Hasn't exactly brought in like there's a bit clouds. There's a bit of a nip in the air, but other than that, it's not too drastic. However, towards the, or you see at some point, or what is it? Robert, Captain Robert, kind of he looks up, he looks out into the ocean, and as well as the halfling Raywill does as well, and they both kind of like they both kind of look to each other, kind of mutter at something, and they shout out to you and Tails and kind of show your attention. Out in the sea, you see this rickety old looking like a boat, and not like, and I mean like a dinghy, like a little like one person boat. And when you look back at Captain Robert and the halfling, you see their faces are pale. Or not, no, they're not pale. They're just kind of, they're kind of not pale, sorry, the opposite, flushed, and they're kind of like, oh crap. And they're kind of rushing and like, hey, we gotta get that, there's someone in that ship, there's someone in that boat. And you see Twins and you see him take the helm, and Twins and the halfling hurry up to go and get some kind of netting or something, or some ropes to kind of pull the boat ashore. They move, and you both can below can feel a sudden jerk in direction that isn't kind of normal. You felt the rocking by now. You kind of know when it's turning, making a big keel. So it makes a turn, and it starts. They're pulling the ropes, and they pull the ropes and try to like kind of grab onto it and pull it back. And eventually, Twins tries, and she is like a shot. She lassos that shit, and she grabs onto like one of the spokes of the boat and starts pulling it in. And they start putting it on a winch and start reeling that bitch in. However, when they start pulling it in, they don't see a person in there. In fact, it's empty. They look down into the ship, and as you might look into it, you see in there is a bag that looks like it's like been there for a while, a cushion kind of bag that looks like it was like a lady's going away bag. And clinging on to this bag is a skeleton, a small withered skeleton. And the halfling and the all the crew kind of look at each other, and the halfling and the captain, or the halfling that sees it, he pales immediately and just steps away from the sides like, nope, no, there was someone in there first. There was someone in there. And he starts kind of muttering to himself and gets really flustered and freaks out and starts backing the fuck away. And he runs to the captain.
They're so superstitious. They're gonna take this as like, which I mean, probably is, but they're gonna take this as like a sign of the end
Really
days.
bad omen.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. And interrupt me if anything, Pietro, if you want to do anything.
Is there any more I can see about the skeleton other than that it's small? Like,
It is the size. It looks like it's been out for a while. You can see that the sun has bleached the bones at this point. And looking closer to this little dinghy, it is surprising that it's still around or still afloat. The things are cracked. The planks are cracking and dry, like the sun's beaten on it, and it looks like it's just finally found a current leading it towards shore. So it looks old. Same thing with the bag. It looks like it's been crusted shut with like years of like rust.
This is strange.
Twin nods.
You saw someone on there, right?
They did. I'm gonna go see what the fuck is going on. They tie up the boat up to the wrench and runs off to go and mutter with the captain, and then they're kind of like, the captain's kind of like, what do you mean there's no one there? And kind of shouting, and it's like, what do you mean? Just bring him in. It's like, no, you don't understand, Captain. There's no one there. Is there anything you wanted to do with the boat while they are talking?
He's gonna probably try and run down and get the other two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll move out of your way, and he's gonna start heading over towards you. He'll let you pass. Yeah.
Korstak, Clover.
Yes. What's up?
You guys might want
What's
to
something bumping the side?
They saw a boat.
All right.
Captain said he saw someone on it. They went to reel it in to help rescue the person because that boat is it's not in good shape, and there's no one on it except the skeleton and a bag.
What?
May I see?
That's why I came to get you.
All right.
See, because I'm probably gonna do something stupid.
I wouldn't say that.
As you all approach, you see the captain's kind of like he's got his hand on his stroking his stubble as he's like looking into this. Actually, you know what I lied? The fucking halfling is just on the other side, just shaking his head like there was someone in there. I saw someone in there, but I haven't drunk anything yet today. Sure you did, sure you did, really. Sorry.
Pietro's gonna ask the captain, may I go aboard and check things out?
He kind of looks really hesitant. I mean, just don't I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. This
Okay.
is bad. He kind of scoots back. He doesn't seem to know what the fuck to do about this situation.
Right,
We're
he's
gonna
gonna
need
Sorry, go ahead.
climb over onto the boat,
Hmm?
and he's gonna pull
Creaks
out his
under your
dagger
weight.
just in case. It's like holding it up with two hands, like
Mhm. It creaks
Like-
under your weight and dips a little bit, but it doesn't. It stays. It's stable.
he's just gonna look around to see if there's anything else of significance that besides the skeleton in the bag.
You see that one it might have been like clothes, like that used to belong to the skeleton. Like they're not like it's not they're not straight up naked. They are in like clothes. And as you're
Mhm.
inspecting closer, you'll see they're feminine, and that of something kind of with kind of frilly, something like maybe a nobleman would wear or a noble woman would wear, but much smaller scale.
Does it look like child's clothing, or does it look like a halfling, like an adult halfling or something? He said they're kind of small.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to distinguish, but I guess child's clothing are different than yeah. You can tell they're more childish, like younger, like more of a child would wear.
Mm. You will approach the skeleton very carefully.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Skeleton's quiet.
He's gonna like. They're clutching the bag, right?
Yeah, looks like they're holding it in their arms.
Okay, they're gonna carefully like try and peel their hands away from it and just like put them
Yeah.
into like a resting position on their back,
Okay.
like set them up properly.
Mm-hmm. The body kind of crunches a little bit as you're like moving it.
I don't like this.
It crunches. There's no like liquid, but it feels like it's kind of been like cemented in that position for a while. But with like the sea kind of rusty in the position, the salts and stuff. But it's pretty easy to move it. It's just crunchy. And eventually the bag is by itself, and the body is laying in a resting position.
Okay. He's just gonna say like may GC give you a proper burial at sea, and he's gonna look at the bag and like just kind of not touch it, but circle around it to see if there's like any indication of anything else on it other than it being like kind of frilly.
Are you looking like a sigil or something?
Yeah, just anything that looks unordinary, like if there's
Not
there's,
really.
like,
It just kind of looks like a travel bag. Like just kind of like a fancier looking travel bag. Everett, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Actually, the lot of you, give me a perception check since you're looking.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's fine.
I think he's got it covered.
Yeah, I think you got it covered.
Okay, maybe I'll see something
You
awful.
see-
Like that! Yeah!
Oh no!
I see maggots!
Okay, go ahead,
Just
roll. No,
on
roll.
fucking
Roll.
Emo, roll.
You want to roll, Emo? Go for it. I think it's just
Alright.
funny. Okay.
I see a boat.
Corstag, you just see what it is. Clover, you see the skeleton start to move. Or what you think is the skeleton starting to move.
It's moving. It's moving. I just saw it twitch.
And Pietro, you
Yeah.
see you see a slight movement within the bag itself.
Oh no, wait, my nat one's corroborating shit.
The body
Games begin.
moved. I saw it.
He's gonna quickly back away.
Miss
It's
Clover,
like-
your imagination's getting the best of you.
The bag is moving. The bag is moving. There's something in the bag.
Not you too.
I'm pretty sure if two people are seeing a thing, it's not
Right,
an hallucination.
right, calm down. Miss Pietro, do you think that thing can handle myself as well?
As long as we're not standing on the same boards, it'll probably be fine. Just
I'll stand counter to you, fine.
yeah, stand on the other end.
Well,
He'll like circle around to try and clear space.
Alright.
He'll,
Let's see what
you know,
you have
we'll
here.
just, we'll just
You
assume
pop on
skeleton's
in.
there
Uh-huh.
or bag is there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll make a little box here. Hold on, give me a second. Let me make a little thing here. Yeah, it's gonna be like a little long boat, so let's just go with that 3. There you go. Little dinghy.
Sure.
Mhm.
Sorry to
Okay.
bother
Bags in the
you.
center.
Little one.
All right. Look, if there's something in there, if it's living and
At this point, you also see it moving, by the way, Pietro. Since you brought notice to it.
or
Mhm. Look, it's probably just a bird that got stuck inside.
well, I'm gonna open it. You pull out something in case it's not a nice
Well,
thing.
I have my long sword. Don't you have a knife on you? Wouldn't that be better in
Yes.
these close quarters?
Yes, but I'm going to be really close, and
Well, how
probably
about
gonna-
I open it, and you, if it's dangerous, you stab it.
oh, okay, fine,
Right.
you fine, open it.
Right. Okay, I just don't want to swing at you with, a large blade. It's just trouble.
Anyway, he picks up the bag
Mm-hmm.
and
It's
he-
moving.
as he
Mhm.
he's going to grab the bag, and as he starts raising it, he's going to try to gauge how resistant this critter is inside.
So, as you're
Is it, like,
raising the
crashing
bag,
around, or
so you raise the bag, and as you lift this bag, the bag itself isn't terribly heavy, but out of what seems like a hole from it, just plops out a crab onto the deck, and it starts scuttering like crazy.
God damn it.
There you are. There's your. Oh no, I'm
And
being beset.
hold on. I need to remember what this. Hold on 1 second.
am I going to take 1 piercing damage?
You might take 1 piercing damage.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'll make it a fair chance. I'll make it a fair chance.
All right. My AC is not great. He's not in his armor. My AC is
No,
not
no,
great.
it's fine. Hold on. Where are you? Pietro, darling.
Yes.
You rolled lucky. No, you didn't. So it like seems to be frazzled and confused, and it goes and turns around and goes to like snap at you, and it catches you in the toe.
Ow!
As it tries to scuttle past you.
I stab
guess.
the crab.
Roll!
Stab the crab.
Stab the crab. You definitely hit it, and it's. I mean, I guess roll for damage. Sure, why not? Yeah, you just stab your knife right through it.
Oh, good. We got crab for dinner today. It'll just hold up the knife with the crab still on it.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's some good news.
As well as when you lift the bag, there's also some other stuff had fallen off into the damp floor below. Now that you're not facing with crab.
Wait a minute.
You're a crab villain. Yes.
God damn it, I can't metagame!
Don't worry about it. Tell me about it
Son
later,
of a
though.
bitch.
I want to know what your theory is later, though. Anyway.
Okay.
So from the bag falls. I can just go through my stuff. You see some like some day clothes or some like clothes that have been basically lost, waterlogged papers, and a few pieces of gold and silver. Looks like in a little pouch. And a few little little baggies that jingle when they drop.
Well, Pietro's gonna pick up the coins.
Okay.
And how many baggies drop out? Oh,
Like a few little like a little keepsake baggie. I'll just say it's probably like one, given backstory stuff. Yeah, and do you look inside the baggie?
he's gonna count his coins first.
You find about 15 silver in them. So you have
Nice.
15 silver.
All right, and now he will actually. So that's all that fell out of the bag is the coins and then the
It's
little
a few
bag inside.
clothes. It was a few waterlogged papers, and little baggies with the gold and then the other thing that jingled.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do the clothes just look like the other clothes that are around, like they're,
They look
child?
more. They look actually adult. They look like more like what an adult would wear.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. He's gonna pick up the papers. Do they have anything written on them?
They are really waterlogged. These things they're like pulp at this point. There's a journal in there, but same. It's all bloated paperwork.
Runny ink.
Mhm.
Well. All right. He's gonna open up the bag.
And inside the bag, you see a pair of rings. 2 gold rings. Simple bands.
He's gonna grab the rings.
What
And
is
just-
it now?
There's some rings in here. I'll turn them over and examine them if there's any engravings or anything else on them.
You see they have an engraving of it's both of them read to my love forever and ever.
Oh.
These look like wedding rings. I don't know who they belong to.
Perhaps we should leave them with the passenger.
I mean, unless we can find something that
She pauses.
can help us source it to the person.
Well, I don't think it belongs to them. Like, just kind of look at the skeleton, and those don't match what the rest of these is. I
Yes.
I think we should just keep them for now, and maybe we can
Good
find
wish.
who they do belong to.
But what if it's like cursed or something?
Uh,
Someone stealing from the dead.
She like wiggles her palms.
well, I already
Like
stole
Red
from the
Mini.
dead. Their coins are in my pockets, so I'm already well fucked.
Right, well, Captain. Ah, there you are.
I was muted. Sorry.
Are we going to cut this one loose? Do you want me to put a hole in it?
Yeah, let's sink her. Just let the bones
Hey.
fall to McGeesy.
Mr. Pietro, if go ahead and
All right.
climb off. I'll put a few holes in the bottom.
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll get back aboard. Well,
Mhm.
I'm back on, Olden.
Yeah, he'll help you up, Captain,
Yeah,
and
of
Twins will
course,
help you up.
will take out his long sword and he'll just stab a few holes in the bottom. Once he's got 3 good ones, he'll climb out before he sinks with it.
Yeah, preferably. Yeah, Twins and the Captain will help you up.
Ah.
Yeah. Let's not talk about this ever again.
I'd be very okay with that.
I'm going to head back though.
And he starts going back to the helm.
What makes you so sure it wasn't his?
Well, they look like a child. And the clothes they were wearing were the same. I guess people can get married quite young, or maybe they're, a young love of sorts. But
Might have been a halfling.
no, it's not just the size. The clothing looks more childish.
Oh. Why would a kid have rings then? Is it like their parents?
Oh, I wouldn't know. Why is it all in a bag too? And the clothes that came out of the bag were adults, journals. Maybe it's parents? That's quite sad.
Hold on a moment.
So who's the person who said that they saw a person standing?
Those were the halfling that's currently sitting in the corner, just kind of shaking its head, and the captain did as well.
She's gonna go to the captain. Because it looks
Okay.
like he's got a better head on his shoulders.
So, when you said that there was a person standing, did they look about that size?
Like what size? Sorry.
The size of the body, the cadaver?
I guess they looked. I don't know, short. Thought it might be. I don't know what it might be. It was short, I guess. Didn't really get a good look at them. But clearly I was wrong, because they're dead, so. Must have been a trick of the light. You see some weird shit on the seas, little lass. Best not to think about it too hard.
Is it like day or night right now?
It's like afternoon, like mid-afternoon.
She presses her paws together.
I mean, two of you saw something.
Aye, and both of us are waterlogged and have been in the sun all day.
Does
Well,
stuff like this happen
not the sun.
often? You have
the
multiple people
seas.
seeing stuff?
On the seas, anything's possible, you know. The Geese is a being of chaos, after all.
Oh. You think they sent it?
Do I think the god of the sea sent a... You know, I shouldn't laugh about that. I don't know. Not really. I think it's just some poor sup ended in a piss poor situation. Probably, I don't know, probably got marooned or something. It happens more often than you think.
She rubs the back of her neck.
So you're always careful on open seas.
You ever see ghosts? Maybe it was a ghost of the body.
He falls quiet. No, I can't say, there's ghost stories all over the time, you know. Kids telling stories and sailors telling stories. It's, all hogwash, really. Just don't think about it too much. Better not to think about it too much.
She tilts her head slowly and she glances back at the other one.
He follows your gaze. That one's a superstitious sort.
I generally sort of lean in with the superstitious folk.
She starts walking over to him. She takes a sit down.
He's not like rocking back and forth, but he's definitely definitely just shuffled a little bit, kind of like spooked. And he kind of jumps when you pop by. It's like,
So, first of all, you okay?
I'll be happier once we get distance. I'll be happier once we get distance away from that. Motions towards where the boat was. And you can tell the captain is turning the boat back toward their normal course was. So it's a little bit of a whoosh movement.
So when you saw the figure...
I don't know what I saw. I thought I saw...
What'd you think you see?
But I saw a girl. Or I think it was a girl. Hair. The sun's, well, the it's bright out. I don't know what I saw.
Usually I hear it's dark out when people don't see things.
You ever been out in the blinding sun for hours on end?
Yes?
But you start you start seeing things you think aren't there. Mirages in the distance and the seas.
Yeah, the sea part is the part that I haven't done.
I don't know, just bad luck. Bad luck. And he kind of knocks on the wood of the ship.
She'll knock as well.
I think the difference is that I listen to the stories real close. I even still leave a little milk tray by the window. Every night I can manage, anyway.
He looks up at you. Oh, it's an old Fae thing, isn't it?
She nods.
Yeah, it's he doesn't see. He kind of tenses a little bit less. My mom used it. My ma used to do the same. There, now I found a voice. Sorry.
It's alright, I get it.
But my mom used to do my ma used to do the same.
Smart lady.
Thought I saw something, but I don't know. It looks like a girl.
So, when we saw the body, did it have hair?
I guess it would have. Well, no, it could have blown
Hair
away.
stays on a skeleton
It
typically,
does.
but it depends on.
It depends on whether or not it has the skin
And the-
still. Because if it
I'm
has
gonna
the
say
skin,
probably not, because it's been bleached. out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah. Is it though? It's fine. Anyway.
So the body
Anyway.
we saw didn't have hair,
You know. It's,
which, and to be completely clear with you, I 100% believe that you saw exactly what you saw. Mostly on account of the fact that 2 people saw it. If it was 1 person, then maybe. But 2? No. And you described hair. And you even said she. And you can't normally...
God, out of character me is gonna kill myself for this.
You can't normally tell a skeleton from, like, the genders.
Guess not. I don't know. That's what I saw. There's not much else I can tell you.
Oh, I believe you.
Mm.
That's why I think that it actually was some kind of spook.
It wouldn't be the weirdest thing we found on the ship. Or that we've seen on the sea.
Yeah. It's... Do you know
Trust
of any
me-
stories for how to deal with something like this?
Well. Back when I was a boy. My mom used to tell me stories too. And you know, sailors, we run around, they tell us stories as well. I had a captain once. He used to carry around a silver pendant. Said it used to bring luck or keep away the beasties. Don't know if it was true, but it's all kinds of superstitions. There's one that fishermen keep their nets up on the rafters or on their above their above their doorways, keep vampires out. Ghosts, though. Ugh, kind of shivers. Those things are, I don't know. I hear many stories. Most ghosts, they aren't. They are there because they got something bad happened.
Well, we found a bag with wedding rings in them. Which, to me, spells something quite ominous.
You should ditch those rings. You don't know what that's from. You don't know. It just invites bad luck.
Yeah, I'm sort of inclined to agree, but my partner doesn't.
She like looks over and pointedly. She's not being quiet about this, by the way.
Do you hear any tales about like
Sorry,
lost couples or kids?
I mean, you hear the story of the captain's daughter and the poor fisherman, or the senator's daughter, or whatever, going off into sea together to start a life and all that kind of fanciful stories. But, or some storm taking, adulterous, brides or grooms.
She looks over again.
What exactly did the ring say again?
To my love forever and ever.
No names or nothing?
Not that I can see.
There are not.
Anything like that ring a bell?
I mean, sounds like wedding rings. I don't know. Kind of grips at his hand and kind of like grips at his fingers. But never heard anything specific about a couple. Well, I mean, the odd story of couples going to sea and being lost to the wrath of the ocean just for the sake of it, or for not giving proper tribute.
Wait a minute.
She like perks her ears up slightly.
To my love forever and ever. I mean, I know that what we found was a child. But
She pauses again.
I have a couple ideas. Either it's a kid trying to find their parents, or it's not exactly the same body, and what we saw was someone else entirely, and they were looking for their forever and ever love and such. I'm more inclined to believe the second, even though it's technically less conclusive evidence-wise besides the wedding rings. Because, like, for all we know, right?
She like rubs the back of her neck.
It could have just been like a kid thief or something. But it doesn't make much logical sense for a kid to be on a boat somewhere.
Unless they got caught. But
Yeah, but then why would they let him keep the rings?
they try to escape, try to leave with the goods.
I mean, are the rings that valuable? They looked like...
To my knowledge, it just seems like normal wedding rings, eh?
Plain gold bands, yeah.
They didn't look all that fancy. I don't see why someone would risk life and limb for those rings.
I don't know, maybe they were desperate.
Maybe the rings are special in some other way.
Maybe. Either way, I think you should get rid of them quick. But I suppose you'll be leaving soon enough, so
She'll
do what you
nod.
will with them.
I guess we'll see if our bird friend turns into a zombie or something.
Don't joke about that. And again, he knocks on the wood.
She knocks on the wood too, but she smiles impishly.
All right. I gotta get back to work. I need to get my head into. He very clearly avoids contact with.
She before he goes, she offers him some salt to throw over his shoulder.
He will take it, and he will throw it, and
She
he
is
will
doing the same.
go. Going to the opposite area of wherever the fuck this guy is.
So again, like, for the record, I do think we should get rid of him, but I'm not gonna bust your chops for it.
If everyone thinks we should get rid of them, maybe. But
I mean, as it stands, we're either waiting for something really horrible to happen to you, or for nothing to happen. So, the way that I see it, you're gonna be the person who suffers at the end of the day for keeping them or not keeping them, or whatever. So, the
Mhm.
way I see it, choice is yours. You're the one at risk.
Yes. I see. Well, Clover, come here. Let me relay something to you.
If you touch those rings on me, boy, I will throw you overboard. I am not messing.
But she will step closer.
Well, let's think of it this way. If there is something supernatural happening here, and there after these rings, there's someone who's not at rest, and well, we don't know exactly what'll put them to rest. Maybe it will be dumping these rings into the ocean, or maybe they need to find the person who these are for.
You're technically right. Ghosts are very fickle. Very picky too. But I don't mean that like in a bad way. It's just like if you are begrudging enough to come back onto the earth instead of getting your nice and eternal life, you must be right pissed off about something. So I'd be picky too, probably.
Right. And for all I know, the moment we saw that ship, we might have been just doomed from the start.
Yeah, we might be hella cursed.
I don't know the rules here. I'm not a ghost expert. All I know is the stories, and
know a lot of stories about ghosts, actually. Like a
okay,
lot.
so what's the likelihood that if we throw these overboard that hey, they were really important and we've screwed ourselves by just getting rid of them?
She like tilts her head back.
45% chance. But there's also like a 10% chance that it means nothing. And then like a 15% chance that throwing them away will also curse us. There's like another like 5. That's just the fact that we pulled up the boat. This is why we're doomed. Really, these stories very rarely have actually coherent and non-gruesome endings.
Exactly. There's no clear ending here, and therefore
But usually,
I'm going to
you
gamble
shouldn't
my life
touch-
to say, well, it was too
shouldn't
late.
touch
I got
bodies.
curious.
Oh gosh, curiosity killed the canary. Or wait, I'm mixing them up again.
No, except that one. Yells from twins.
It's okay. So again, I'm not gonna plus you on it. It's just if something bad happens, I'm gonna give you the biggest, fattest I told you so because I told you so. But what you do beyond that, it's on you. There's only
Fair enough.
like a 15% chance that the ghost will like kill everyone else on the ship for your decision. If there's a ghost. Who knows? Maybe you have to like
She glances at the rings.
maybe whoever's carrying the rings might have to like perform a marriage ceremony to the ghost and be eternally wed to him. I've read that in a book too. Corpse Pride or something.
That sounds made up.
It is not made up. It was a very good story.
Sure it was.
I
Well, I will
might be
hear it
sure,
out.
but I am at shin kicking height, I'll have you know.
You're getting a lot feistier. It's probably good. We're going to need that.
It means I'm more used to you. And I care a little bit. I'm nice and sweet to people I don't like.
Well, thank you. Well, for the night, I'll just leave the rings like on the in the bag somewhere that's within all our reach in case something happens. So if I start dying, just
make
take
sure
the
you
rings and
don't
run.
leave it here.
We're not gonna leave it. We'll take it with us. We will not curse you. That would be really rude.
Aye.
You want some salt too, Cap?
Yeah, shakes his head.
Okay, you're lost.
Mm-hmm.
She goes into the basement.
In the basement. Yes.
Well, I've
And
got
you see a
bad news. We're
Korstag.
cursed for all eternity.
Korstag is past the fuck out, I think. Oh!
Well, he's been in that bed for who knows how long
Oh
now.
no, that's right, he's sleeping.
Listen to this.
He's gonna
He
put the
sounds
rings
like
back
a
in the bag
bear.
and just like kind of set them like in the center here, or if there's like a table or something, he'll just put it there so that we can all see it.
Mhm.
She will.
Yeah, he's an old man. He needs his rest.
I use my herbalist kit to salt a line over the door. And I'm going to
I don't know if you need a herbalist kit, but definitely that's fine. You're good. Oh wait, you have stuff. That's what you mean. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine.
Because I've got the cooking utensils and I got the herbalist kit, so a combination of both. I definitely got salt.
Who we gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Ghost Bunsters.
Oh no.
Let's go.
At that, I'm sorry, we gotta end this. No, no. Okay, so yeah. So what were you doing with the ring? Sorry, Pietro.
You just putting them in the bag and just like putting the
Just
bag
on the
in the
ground?
center or somewhere like nearby that's like within reach of,
Okay.
you know, all of them. If there's like a table or something or like a barrel,
Yeah,
just
there's
put them on.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can also hang it like on the post or whatever for a little bed.
Okay. Yeah. We'll just hang it on the little post here, so that they can all see it and reach it if need be.
Uh-huh. All right. And I imagine, are you going back to guard duty, Bun Bun?
Yes.
Okay. So the day kind of passes, the rest of it uneventfully. However, at some point, the captain will shout down and say, "Hey, we're passing Veniport now. You want to see? Or do you want to stay under?"
I'm a little sleepy. I think I'm gonna stay under.
Aye, well, we'll be passing it here soon. So get yourselves ready if you're ready to drop off.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna wake
Oh,
up
nice.
Korsag very reluctantly.
Waking him up. Okay. How is she waking him up? Let me ask.
She's like low to the
Imagining it.
ground and like poking an elbow.
I would like to make a grapple attempt.
No!
All right,
Yeah.
let's go. See, I'm surprised. Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Yeah,
How tall is she again?
She's so small!
she is,
Small?
baby.
She's very small. Let me find it on my bio. I am 3 foot flat.
Oh, she's fuck all. Okay.
Tiny!
So he's just gonna like grab her and pull her in, like she's like a stuffed animal.
Oh yeah.
Just
Uh-huh.
She is
that's it.
frozen first in horror.
Mhm.
And now, if she had skin that was visible, you can basically see the steam radiating off her.
Angie Bunny, go!
She looks over in desperation to her avian friend.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hail.
do I need to leave the room? Do I need to give you a moment?
I will kill you.
Okay, he's gonna try and maneuver a way to like pull her out of the hold.
Make
He's
a
unconscious.
straight-
It's not going to
okay,
be that hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fair.
Just, just pull her out of.
Alright.
Oh no! Is it gonna be contested?
Is he contesting then? I actually should ask.
Oh,
Oh no!
do I have? Oh,
I don't
fuck.
want. I don't want this to derail too much.
It's
But
fine. It's fine. I think it's fine
Right.
either way. It's fine. Is
What-
he
what do I
holding onto
gotta
her tightly?
roll?
Is he contesting? I'm just asking for you, Kristag.
I rolled.
You did roll. Oh, okay.
roll.
Yeah, fucking, I guess strength.
I-
Maybe? Yeah.
That's
I-
it.
Yeah. See if
It's
you can
usually
wrap-
athletics versus athletics.
It's athletics,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll
Well,
roll
it's athletics versus acrobatics. If you're acrobatics, if you're trying to
being dodged,
escape it,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, if you're trying to escape it. If
Either
you're trying
way.
to- yeah.
Either way, you're able to maneuver Bun out of arms of big strong man.
She just popped out of the grip.
Yeah.
She's just being held like a cat, I presume.
Yeah, it'll just set her down. Like, okay, well, maybe you don't wake him. I will do so. Just hold on.
She steps out of the way, preparing for a second grapple hug happening.
He's gonna pull out the club and just like poke him with the end of it
No.
from a distance. He's not hitting him. He's just
You better
poking
not.
him from a distance away. I'm not gonna
Oh,
hit him.
I'm watching you.
What am I gonna do? Am I gonna kill him in his sleep? What's my
Kristag,
plan then?
There's a lot of arguing
There's a lot of
right
noise.
next to you. There's a lot of noise.
Little
And you're being
quiet
poked with a club.
down.
Oh.
We're
Good
we're
morning.
nearing Vanaport. He'll quickly put the club away. we're nearing Vanaport. If you want to see. Otherwise, we gotta
accurately
get
get
get up
ready.
soon because we're gonna pass it.
Oh, Simon. Right.
Sit up and
I should get my armor on if we're going to start marching.
he's going to reach down to his pile of things and he's going to start getting straps ready and fitting himself.
Oh,
Do you, out of curiosity, are
mm.
you like a sleepwalker or something?
He's going to look down to the side, back, and
Don't think so.
She like just presses her paws together as she just considers for a very long time whether or not to actually say anything.
Oh, good question.
shrug and
You,
continue.
you got like some old battle reflexes or... Was that actually battle reflexes? No, because my neck wasn't snapped.
She just says to herself as she presses her palm to her forehead.
Okay, so I try to wake you. And you turn me into a teddy bear.
Oh. Oh. Sorry.
To be totally clear, I'm down for cuddling, but just not jump scares. Because usually back at home, we used to just squeeze into the one giant bed. Because buying a bunch of beds is way too expensive, so we would just buy one really big bed and just smush in. All of us.
Right. I'm going to put on my armor now.
Just backpedals out awkwardly.
That was a thing I said.
You
Couldn't take
said
at
a lot of
least
things
10
there, and
minutes to zero.
I'm
Next
being
time
nice
you
right
have
now.
next time you have permission to just slap your wing over my mouth because it goes without thinking.
I'm gonna refrain. I'm being nice right now. Okay, I'm gonna take a look.
Okay. You look up and you see, or are you on? Oh, you're on the deck now. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
he's trying to be as discreet as possible, though. Like
Yeah,
behind the.
you guys are going, but you guys are going past it, so you're not like within view too much. So you see it's nearing evening, so you're seeing, or actually wait, was that yeah, no, it was mid-afternoon that you're seeing. Okay, towards evening. Yeah. You're seeing the candle lights come on in the taverns and in the on the like docks. You can see the port is the dock is big. Like you see big ships, large vessels parked up. You see there are some like large like navy vessels. Actually, they are further out in port, but they are definitely anchored. Right there, it's essentially kind of a cove, a giant cove. They are passing, but you can see there are ships docked, or rather anchored, in the more shallowy areas. But the big ones are definitely out towards closer to sea. And you see it's a bustling, like you can see movement even in the dark. And people in armor, people in clothes, people in different shades of garb. Much fancier, much busier and livelier than the town you were previously. And there's just a scale. It's like going from like a country town to freaking New York, essentially. And you can see, and as you look past, usually from like the coast of from Green Coast, like you can kind of see like farmland. You don't see farmland, you just see city just keep expanding past. Yeah. Is there anything specific you're looking for while you're glancing? You're just kind of glancing over it.
No, he's just looking. He just wants to see it.
Okay.
And
Alrighty. And eventually you guys will pass it on by. Is Korstag trying to make it up there to see, or is he just heavily focused on getting his
He's
armor?
more worried about getting all of his gear together.
Alrighty.
So if it takes us longer than 10 minutes to clear, he'll it'll be 10 minutes before he comes up. But
You'll probably see a similar sight. It's
Okay.
like you're passing the
I'll
coast.
see the
You'll
tail
see
ends,
bits of
yeah.
it. Yeah. And this is bigger than any town you've ever patrolled. You can only imagine the work it must take to organize guards there, and how stressful it might be. But yeah, you guys pass by. Eventually, you guys make port about I want to say about a half-hour passes. You guys pass by the port and stuff, and they start like coming into shore on a coast, on a beach, and they start making essentially making landfall. And yeah, it's starting to get dark. They are going to Captain Robert, because he still has the cost of the night before. He's going to ask, hey, do you want to stay here for the night on the ship, or do you want to just head out? That's up to you. We can stay here for the night, we can let you out then, or you guys can head out now. It's up to you. You did pay for the full week, so.
I'll put that past my companions.
Good question. I'm not really sure if I have a preference, honestly.
If we head out, we'll probably just be looking for a place to set camp.
True.
And we're going through the dark, and it's probably not going to be the best to do so in unfamiliar territory.
Right. Sounds as if we'll bother you for one more evening, Captain.
He nods. Alright. We'll anchor here. And
I've already set what my plans were going to be. I'll keep watch since we're on coast.
appreciate it.
Hmm.
And Sheila goes to twins. You watch as well. We're gonna get some sleep. And they'll kind of nod and they'll start making, and then the lovely little fellow here will curl up on some boxes and he'll fall asleep towards the helm. A little caught at the helm. And we're gonna end it here for the night.
Hmm.
Woo!
Your let's see. Let me write that down. You guys are staying another night. Night to avoid traveling at day or in night dark.
Yeah.
Let's see,
Yeah, they can
land
hear it. We just left.
Yeah, we laughed too much.
outside of Veniport or north of Veniport. All right, there you go.
I love that there's food tokens, but then they're like,
All right, and I know it doesn't feel like anything happened, but you guys are level 2.
Pog!
Oh,
Fucking go.
But can we even do anything with it?
You'll find
Lapse
out.
in action,
That-
Surge.
You'll find out.
that's a question.
That is a question. You'll find out. I can't wait to see your theories, Christy, because I know you're screaming right now.
I mean, I can say one right now.
Sure, go for it.
I thought the crab's a druid. Because we saw there was a person seen and there wasn't a person, and then there was a movement inside of a bag, which is
That's
already weird.
Well, it's a
Let's go
fucking
that
dead
tick
druid if it is. What's that?
Well,
I'm rolling hit dice.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Roll to hit dice.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I must do the same.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, I love that the characters got to interact as much.
Yo!
Whoa! Oh,
Let's
Bunny
fucking
tank!
go.
go! Nice. Very nice. All of you rolled really fucking well, actually. Very nice.
It's always
So we
nice
have,
to hit the HP rolls.
Yeah, we have many things to figure out here in the coming times. Little mysteries that have started. It's great. I can't wait for you guys to uncover some more about stuff.
All right, I'm gonna raid somebody. You all have a wonderful night. I hope I made
All
your
right,
night as
love
much
you,
as you've made
darling.
mine. Good night, my
Yes.
starlings, and we're
Good night,
going to raid
Yes.
Miss Lala.
All right, I'm going to also end my stream. I'll be right back. Okay.
I'm
Okay,
gonna head
see you
out.
soon.
I'm gonna head out right away, but all
Oh,
of you
okay,
have a good
go.
one now.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
fun.
Bye bye.
Get
Bye
good
now,
rest.
my
You've
dude.
been working all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Emo's
Excite.
pretty cool. Anyway,
Excited?
bye.
Good night.
What? Cringe.